Start recording. Start streaming. Mommy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Nostromo. This is episode 119. Johnny, what happened on episode 118 or maybe 117 as well? Whatever. And someone take the ball away from that, away from my chat.
I love you, but you can't have this.
All right.
That's right.
The betrayal.
Taking toys away from little children, little dogs.
Last time, we'll use the personal notes of one lucky laddie to recap last time. But it's as follows. These days, I'm starting to wonder why I bother staying on the Nostromo. It seems like we just can't catch a break, and our luck only goes from bad to worse. This is what we get for hanging around in a country run by wizards. After that crazy business in the Flying City and getting way too close to the Demon War for my comfort, sounded like the ship was in for some quiet sailing for a change. Our next heading is to hunt for the lost brother of our friend, Toast, who through some cruel twist of fate managed to get promoted to sailing master. You can only assume through bribery or some blackmail. But we ran into a hiccup when our newest recruit and engineer Millie abandoned ship, from what I heard, to run off and get hitched somewhere. Apparently she's an old friend of the elf wizard, Kaedic, who insisted we track her down before the wedding. Maybe this old friend of his is actually a sweetheart or something. He actually has some fire in his blood. So the ship made haste to the town called Bashview, where Captain Zorkson and the others took off on the flying dinghy and ordered us to anchor the ship outside of town, suspecting they might be walking into trouble. Had we known such trouble would include that goddamn red dragon showing up out of nowhere again, I'd have told the rat bastard Jace to just keep sailing the ship as far away as possible. Surprisingly, the ship is still largely in one piece, apart from the main mast and some newly made portholes in the sides. The dragon must have picked up some new tricks somewhere, since rather than sending a bunch of fire elementals to raid us like last time, he summoned water elementals instead. Doesn't make sense to me. While Caradoc and Valentino held the line up on the top deck, I went below decks with Lagan, Merrick, and Krasdak to rouse the rest of the crew to defend the ship. But it turned out everyone else was already busy fighting off a bunch of goblins and creepy one-eyed ghouls. Those things seemed to be able to look into our minds somehow, and were busy looting as much as they could from the ship. I wound up getting pinned down with Merrick, but we narrowly managed to evade capture and stopped the little critters from making off with some of our supplies. And I paid back the one-eyed monster who dared call me by that name before he could abscond with Cabela. In the end, while we managed to drive off the dragon's attack before they sunk our ship, the Nostromo's now in pretty bad shape. She can still fly, but it'll take a lot of repairs before she can sail again. We nearly lost Tatiana and Jonah in all the fighting, but they're both recovering now. Cool Sharpener didn't make it, though. Poor man's been through a lot lately as it was. Not able to do anything for him once the captain's back, now that our part-time doctor is stoned. And speaking of which, for some reason, the goblins seemed keen to take the petrified Scarlet with them. Maybe thinking she had some value. But worst yet, the captain's girl, Reno, is also abducted by the dragon's goons. Can't imagine that's going to go over well with him, so I'll let Jace break that news to him. Corey, who's our sponsor tonight?
Thank you, Johnny. This week's sponsor is Cotton Candy, also known as fairy floss or candy floss. It is a spun confection that resembles cotton, hence the name. Invented in 1987, became popular in 1904.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, I got that wrong.
Time traveling, cotton candy.
Invented in 1904, became popular in 1987. Cotton candy was trademarked originally in 1921 and is thinner than human hair. House of the Humans is happy to have Cotton Candy as our sweet, sweet sponsor this week. Over to you, Tony.
All right. I can't eat it. Anyway.
I am. I personally can't.
Oh,
I can't
makes
stand
me
it.
puke.
But it's our sponsor!
Everyone on it hates it.
Diabetes.
It's easier
Oddly
to
enough,
get it wet
not
first.
for itself, but sponsoring
Well, the
cotton
raccoon
candy
washing it.
again.
It's been a long time since I had a night, and I think I'll keep it that way, so it'll have been a good experience last time I had it.
Okay, so let's pick up where we left off a couple games ago. On episode 117, Mark 1, right?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. So on that episode, you guys had just finished fighting Kroll and the other dragons, as well as the now you assume evil mayor of Bashview, who seemed to be working with Thane and fighting in an arena surrounded by hags and rakshas. As you guys successfully fight your way out, in the distance you see a giant red portal emerge. and a gargantuan dragon, a very familiar Barvaxis the Corruptor, flies through, raising a good 10% of the city as it just continues to fly. As you're like, why the fuck is the dragon here? You see it fly in the direction of your ship, and you get flashbacks to a very similar scenario. You begin to give chase. After very quickly resurrecting Elmore, who has fought valiantly on your side by being the biggest meat shield he can.
Good man.
Bless him.
As you
or the friends. The only time the guy came out of blindness or out of invisibility to blind him. So
Right,
he was
had
dying
a bad
afterwards.
day.
You know.
And he's a trained fighter, right? That's the distance between you and even highly trained soldiers. So you guys begin to take flight. Some of you flying. Actually, most of you at this point.
Yeah, you have
all of
like
you,
potions
Yeah,
of flying.
I
potions
tossed out a few potions of flying.
I had one.
you give
I
chase. You
stole them last time.
You fly after the ship. As you begin to give chase, flying after the ship, literally just you initially gain some distance and you're right behind the dragon, but then moves faster, much faster than you can. As it outpaces you, a storm begins to erupt above it. Rain begins to very heavily come down, obscuring your vision. As you use spells and other abilities to clear the rain out of your way and fly closer, you see pockets of flame in the distance and explosions. You hear the sound of a cannon going off in the distance.
Quick to snipe from a distance. Erase the past game we just did.
Again and again, you see strikes of lightning rocketing down from the sky into the ship. You hear explosions in the distance. As you get within eyesight again, once again, a lot of your vision being obscured from the heavy rain that came down, you see Robaxis mounted on top of the foremast of your ship, and he almost turns your direction, looks you in the eye. He seems to be just carrying a bunch of stuff. There's things on his shoulder. He is obviously carrying some things on his arms. They're carrying things that they're on his back. He just looks at you. He screams something, and boom, disappears. As he does, he teleports with the upper half of the mast of your ship, and an explosion of a thunderous clap. As it does, the rain scatters, falls, and dies. It's almost as if the storm was never here, except for trees that had been knocked down, and obviously the water just everywhere. Several inches, a sort of tsunami was coming down.
I was gonna say he like summoned a tidal wave over a land.
With lightning striking our ship roughly every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
From what I can tell from the
It'd
distance.
be tough to tell except for there's a thunderous like boom of lightning just every few seconds, just outlining the ship as a dragon flies around and breathes fire.
Oh God, he has fire, water, and lightning powers. Oh man, what are we gonna do?
It's gonna be the dragon avatar.
Just needs earth.
And heart.
That's when he levels up from Avatar to Captain Planet.
So, you guys arrive at the ship. As you do, it's floating, but it's kind of meandering. It's kind of wobbling as it does. The foremast's gone. Only the single mast in the front still there, kind of puttering it along. A large bored hole on the side of your ship, one in the back. There's smoking craters around the outside where lightning had hit and like these other creatures were there and the cannon had been fired. What do you guys do? Obviously, like Jace is like holding on to the mast, but barely, kind of hunched over it. He seems to be calling out to a few members of the deck. They're still around. People seem to be scurrying in all directions.
Depending on which angle we came in, I fly into my room.
Front door or back door?
The back door.
I've heard that about it.
Oh.
So the captain goes in the back. Yes, he does.
Looking around there first, and
As you look down, your room looks fucked up. Your bed has been ripped open. Your chest has been emptied. Some of your stuff is just laying everywhere. Just your room looks like it's been worked over. Like a painting you had commissioned there is just scarred and ripped. Your ducks are like huddling in the corner going,
oh, thank God, Quackers and Mrs. Quackers.
an egg rolls along the floor towards you.
Perfectly hard boiled.
So,
What do you need?
that's the state of your room. It's
Sorry,
dark in your
Pickleball.
room, by the way, as well. Because the light sources that were there have been broken, right? Like the one ever-burning candle you found has been stolen. So that's what's going on in your room. Next, Decatur, what are you doing?
I will land on the main deck next to Jace to ascertain what the fuck happened and how we're doing.
Anybody else doing that in that scene or no?
I will fly to the lowest deck
Lowest deck.
to start assisting with repairs.
Okay. And what about the first mate?
Put me on the main deck.
You're on the main deck. What about Matt? What are you doing?
I'm going to be wandering around the ship, making sure that everybody is okay.
Where do you initially land? Where do I place you in the scene?
We'll go with the top deck.
Okay. All of you are on the main deck except for Norjan. Okay.
Norhagen.
Norhagen.
Toast.
As you guys are
Esquire.
land on the front deck, there's a couple people just kind of milling about. As well, I would say milling. They're running about. Some of them are opening doors, calling inside, like, "Are you alive? Is everyone alive in here?" Some of them going into the main kitchen area. There, Jace is holding the ship steady. But he seems to be definitely fighting as the ship appears to have taken some damage across it. It seems to be causing it to. It's like driving a car with like a flat tire. It's just kind of doing this on it.
Just a little bit.
He's up there, and I would say probably Valentino. Valentino's right beside him. Valentino looks fucked up. Like he looks like he's missing huge patches of feathers, as it looks like he's just been water blasted a bunch of times. He's at this point he's like holding out a med kit and like holding it with like his foot in his arm and just like kind of wrapping it around a single arm, trying to like straighten a finger back, right? Like one of his claws has been broken off, and Jace just seems tired. He's just kind of trying to hold this ship steady. That's what do you do?
Seeing that he's trying to hold steady with the steering wheel there, can I use my sword as an immovable rod and like lock it in the wheel to like keep it in place so that it stays? Doesn't,
Sure.
like, go out of way.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You put it in there, you lock it, and it stays in place. Jace releases his hold on the steering wheel, which kind of does still do this a little bit, but it's held in place, right? It's obviously like it hit one side and then hits the other, and it's just kind of it's stuck. Can't really move anymore.
Pretty sure the drugs were off.
Wait for him to kick in. So he's there. He releases it. He just kind of slumps over. He's like, oh boy, that was what happened? That was Brovaxis. He just came out of nowhere. I got the signal as quick as I could, and I gave the ship rise. We took off as fast as we could with that. Bugger, he was fast as lightning. We held him off, and he's cursing at us. Put holes in the ship, I think. Jace kind of like stumbles over, looks over the railing.
Don't fall over.
That's-
Yes, we saw the dragon appear in the city and followed behind as fast as we could. Had our own hands full there. How's first and foremost? What's the status? Is everyone all right?
I'm not sure. Several of the healers went downstairs after the dragon left just to assess if there was any more dangers in the ship. Norjan I saw going around with a few others with swords, checking rooms, seeing if any more of those one-eyed buggers are around, or any of those hobs or those water elementals. It summoned all these water elementals and it attacked us. It's crazy. It was very, very fast. Very fast. A dragon as big as a ship. It rammed us a few times and damn near almost capsized the ship.
They summoned water elementals.
These giant water elementals, yes. On the deck of the ship, Valentino had been fighting it off, keeping it from getting at the wheel of the rudder.
Oh dear. That's splendid there.
The main mast, obviously, has been destroyed. Forward mast is still there. We're half speed for a while.
Yes. Do you know what the underside of the ship is? Can we touch down on water, or is it too damaged to stay afloat?
I wonder with that giant hole.
Can see Toast wave at you.
What?
Oh dear. Oh, the,
First mate? Quartermaster?
Spook turns, walks down to the main deck, and just starts chewing people out.
All right.
Motivation through intimidation.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
we leave the ship for 5 minutes.
But sir, you guys forgot. I don't care.
Oh, that's a 28.
28. Definitely snapping people into attention.
They thought the dragon was scared. As I come out of my room. Just,
Matt, what are you doing?
I'd say seeing Valentino struggle, trying to help him, trying to patch himself up, Strom would go over and assist. And sit Valentino down, probably.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Grand Samurai held in the Kenko. Character growth.
9.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a med kit, so that works. Not a huge DC. Yeah, you're able to bandage up his arm, split one of his legs, and you're able to set one of his fingers. It's not the best job, but it's set.
Okay.
Yeah, as you do, you're just kind of there on the deck. The captain obviously opens the door and walks out. As that's going on, to the base of the ship.
Yeah, I'm going to start.
As you go into the side of the ship, the interior on the bottom area is there are crates everywhere. It has obviously been jostled a lot. A lot of them have been thrown out of. Some of them were held in by netting, right, or strapped to the side of the ship.
Yeah.
When that side of the ship was bashed into, and it's a large hole. It's like the dragon punched a hole, reached its arm in, and did this, right? It ripped a gouge in the side of the ship on the bottom. As you're there, the door to the engine room has been busted open. The only one that's down, well, there's a couple that are down here. Lodge is down here, as well as Alice Stoneshield. She is just kind of standing in front of the door and just ready.
Yeah.
Just holding a rod in her hand.
Okay. So the first thing I would like to do is talk to those two about organizing getting this place just cleaned up in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just cleaning out what we can that we don't need.
Okay.
And then, so yeah, I'll talk to those two and get them like.
Alice will say, "I'm not sure what happened. They barged into the engine room. We were all fighting, trying to keep them from getting in. They didn't get the engine, but they were trying desperately to get at it in the hold. Hobgoblins, a bunch of dead ones over there. They disappeared out of nowhere, from what Valentino told me, and a few of the others. I think from what I hear, what's the name? Jesus. Eleanor Quillsharp instead
Damn.
got ran through by a sword.
Damn shame. Well, I think it's best then that we approach this with due diligence. I'm sure Mr. Smoot would say something along the lines of, I don't know, something, intimidation, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so,
Do for your ship, something.
something. So, I say you and this other bloke here, get the whole methodology to get this whole place cleaned up, throw the bodies out the hole and loot what you can. I will start doing a rough assessment of the wood we're going to need to fix this chunko.
You want me to loot our own ship?
No, just the bodies of the bad guys. Can we loot our own ship?
I'm interested.
You hear from above. What the shit, Toast?
Sorry!
As switching back scenes, as the first mate is screaming, "What the shit, Toast!" As you hear that, like he screamed it, and like there's a hole in the side of the ship, so it carries.
Yeah. Sorry!
As you scream out that, and you guys are out on the deck, Jonah will walk out. She is healed. She's alive, but she looks a bloody mess. Like her tunic is just covered in blood.
Man, she's dead and back again.
And
Paradise is
she,
busy.
her face is black and blue. One of her arms is in a splint, and she just kind of walks out of the area, that the side door where you guys
Break
normally
room.
eat at. She has a broken bottle in her right hand, and she's like, "Well, I believe it's dead." The fuck have you been? She's like got like one bloodied eye.
Are you okay?
Apparently, I died.
Okay. I'll kind of set her down next to Valentino.
Yeah.
So like, okay, just chill for a second.
Keep it the same medicine check. You know, you don't fail. You're not doing a tourniquet around the neck. So,
Welcome to the club.
what happened? Can someone fill me in? I was stuck in that room fighting some one-eyed creature in the dark.
Well, it appears that Brovaxis has graced us with his presence once again and caused a little bit of trouble. Fighting something in the dark, you say?
Some one-eyed creature just screamed a bunch of profanities at me and a bunch of nonsense, and I could see as its green floating eye in darkness. Just, I think I killed it, but I think it killed me.
Somebody want to check on that?
Yeah, I'll peek over and look in the room since I can see at least.
Just
Nothing.
open the door. The room's dark, obviously, because this one doesn't have
Right.
a moonlit door in the back, right? And so this one,
No seaside view.
you open it. As you do, yeah, there's like the bloody remnants of like this one-eyed creature. It's got a beer bottle where its eye is, and it's just covered in blood.
Oh, that one's body's still there? They turned to ash afterwards. Or
Oh
something.
shit! No, it would have returned to ash. Yeah, you see a bunch of ash in a pile.
But you picture a body.
Did they turn to ash, or was it the imps that turned to ash?
The imps turned to
The imps
ash.
turned to ash.
I thought the
No,
other ones did, but I guess I
No,
could
no,
very
they-
well be wrong.
They would be dead. They would be there. It's the imps that turn to ash.
Okay.
Because the imps go back.
Oh,
to hell.
right. The first one that Lagan killed. That's why I thought it turned to ash, because he annihilated it with a sacred flame at the
Right, that's why that
That's
one-
why. Okay.
This one, yeah, no,
Yes.
Guiding bolt.
the beer bottle's like the eyes
say
kind
it's
of
like
still
the-
there. It's like half there, but it's buried
Oh,
in the
that's-
left
yeah,
side
sorry,
of the
yeah,
beer
right.
bottle.
Guiding bolt.
And,
The other leg was paste.
Yeah, it's covered in a bloody mess, but its hands are also bloodied, so it looks like it gave as good as it got. But yeah,
That's why
it's,
she died.
it's there. Your middle table is broken, and
Come
the
out of her
room,
wages.
it's got a couple cuts along the walls. One of the pictures is slashed through, but outside of that, not too much, right?
Crackers.
Well, it looks like she succeeded at least. Do we have any full count yet on injuries, fatalities, missing things that he stole from us? I can't imagine he did anything. He didn't pass up the opportunity to rob us again.
At this point,
Check your cabin.
I would say
Oh, I came from there. I'm
Titania,
aware.
Titania, and Lodge come out of the main mess hall. Lodge seems to kind of be holding Titania, one arm kind of helping her up. She's got this nasty cut along the right side of her neck, and her left leg is just ruined. She's just kind of limping out. Lodge's kind of holding her there, and Lodge calls out, "Oh, Captain, it's good you came back. Looks like you missed the fun."
It looks like you had a lot more fun here than we did.
This fun sucks.
I regret not being here for it.
I would rather be married again.
Well, the wedding we were at wasn't much fun either.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure it was terrible.
Yes. Yes. We got to be an arena fight of sorts. And after we won, the crowd started cheering for an encore, and then, well, this happened.
I'm from Bern, and that sounds like a weird wedding to me.
Indeed.
There was no wedding that we saw, actually. It might have been the worst wedding I've been to either.
Yeah, he kind of sets Titania down by a crate. She just kind of sits there.
Yeah, I'll move over to help her tend to her wounds.
Sure. Valentino just kind of chucks a medicine kit towards you guys.
Hey,
With his
that-
one
that-
working arm.
Titania, did you pass?
I don't know.
That is a terrible.
Something came after us in the dark with a big green eye, and it was just horrible. Me and Reyna fought it off. There's a lot of screaming. Put Reyna in a barrel and drug her out. I think I got a couple good shots off. But Reyna?
Care to repeat that again? I
We were me
think
and
I had something in my
I was on cooking duty.
ear.
Me and Reyna were, and we were cooking. We were working on cooking, and some creature came out. It was crazy. It dove into the fireplace and grabbed this red hot coal, and then it started beating us with the coal. That's why my neck's burned so. Oh, God, that hurts. And then a bunch of imps suddenly appeared, and the weird bug-like imps, like the one that you guys interrogated back on the island, with the face, cockroach body. They're just everywhere, and then there was darkness, and they put Reyna in a barrel and drug her outside. At this point, probably no one interjects. Jace Argona would probably say, Captain, I did see them carry a barrel out. Rovaxus put it in his hands and had it in his right hand and he teleported out.
They dropped that barrel.
Also, one of them was carrying a statue of Scarlet.
That was the one they got. There was another barrel.
No.
No, they took both the barrels. Because Bravaxis grabbed the other one of the thing. He killed the imps, but that was after they got on.
Also,
No,
they
it was before.
stole that obsidian
So they
statue
went
of
and
Scarlet.
spiked the deck and it wiped them
They
out.
took that as well. Just a bunch of these weird, one-eyed, green, glowing creatures.
Not to worry. Probably the rations or something else then. Sure, Reyna got out. She's hiding somewhere on the ship. We'll have to go find her. Start wandering off.
Okay.
Less focused than it should be.
Yep.
Yes, Jace, let's get to. First and foremost, get a head count, see who's all right, who needs tending to, and then those who are able-bodied set to work getting the ship back in one piece, praising the damage.
Yeah, at this point, eventually Grimblast comes out of his concussion, right? As he was thrown against the wall and just unconscious.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So far, you guys assess the damage. The assessment is the ship is moderately damaged, right? The exterior damage is fixable, but none of the chains were broken. The engine room is still there. The damage to the main mast is significant. That's going to take a little while to fix and put a new sail on. The rations, those that weren't taken, that were in the main room, have been despoiled. Looks like the imps basically shat all over them.
Yeah.
So they're
Spoiled.
tainted.
Yep.
The Bow Sharpener is dead. Reyna is missing.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
just wandering the ship, searching every barrel, searching every room.
You like a red cap looking for trying to put some blood on his hood. You are looking at every nook and cranny. You're going all over the ship.
Searching, failing that, then it's off to the eye, searching even deeper into.
Right. You're looking
Yeah.
for.
Don't throw
Fucking
the spoiled
everything.
food away. And purify food and drink.
Let's put
Oh,
you
good
guys.
idea.
If you guys want, let's fast forward an hour, right? And you guys are back at your table, though broken, right? The broken meeting
Who knows
table
mending?
you guys have.
I do.
You know, at this, yeah, sure.
Hey.
During this time, maybe you're like pulling out mending, and you're like, two of you are like holding up the table, and like while this meeting is happening, you're just kind of slowly mending.
Looks like he's welding it together.
So that's the scene. You guys are meeting together. Go ahead and discuss.
Oh, balls, Captain. Oh, Jesus. Well, I hate to say it,
You looking for purified food and drink?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that.
I have it memorized, so tomorrow I can do it.
well, we are well and totally, dead in the water, so to speak. In the air, not the water. Not really dead, but limping, but still. Do you understand what I mean? Well, we can't really move very well. I wouldn't recommend it, and the repairs alone are going to take time and lots of wood and money.
See to it.
I will do that then. I have your assurance, Captain, that I can lead the repair and rebuilding efforts?
Yep, whatever.
Excellent. I will take over then.
Dork's staring, kind of glaring out at the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Call me Repair Czar. I will rise and take this challenge full on. Anyway,
Yes, perhaps, Toast, we should find somewhere to at least get the ship out of sight. We are fairly easy prey at the moment. We may not be able to travel far, but we should find some cover lower to the ground, maybe somewhere.
and
Where's the nearest place we can repair?
There's that town that fucked us over.
What was
Yeah,
this?
they had a sky dock there.
What was the So I don't remember who asked this, but based on from what I've assessed of the ship, can we put down in water, or are we gonna?
You'll
Screw.
sink if you put down in water.
Okay,
right now.
so
The
yes,
lowest
Unless we
level,
fly while we're in the water.
like if it was one of the upper levels, you'd probably be fine. Like
Yeah.
the bottom level,
Thought so.
got it.
So yeah, I'll recommend definitely. Yeah, and it doesn't. I guess it won't matter how high we fly. So yeah, just as long as we stay. I would recommend if we do fly, we don't fly too high, because if we do fall, then we won't fall too far. And if we do fly, we fly over land for now, and avoid. Maybe stick to the coast if we absolutely have to.
Fly over soft things.
Yes. So, yes, I agree with Mr. Decadic's report that we definitely need to find a place to drop the ship off. And in the meantime, if we do need to go anywhere, we should look at other alternative transportation ideas.
Go back to the town, see the damage there, and dock the ship at their sky dock there.
Oh, they have one?
Yeah, they
Oh.
dropped off at there, and then we
Oh,
took the
okay.
Navy down.
Then yeah, let's do that. I forgot that it had one. Yeah, then that would give us a chance to throw bodies off if we need to. The enemy bodies, loot the enemy bodies as well.
If we don't get any more info from town too about the
Speaking of throwing bodies, where's the mayor?
No idea.
Yes.
He was the dude in purple that you were beating up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last time I saw him, you were playing jiggery pokery with him and throwing him back and forth.
I was rather preoccupied with the five-headed dragon abomination at the time. I didn't see where he went off to.
So you remember that opening montage from Diamonds Are Forever?
Ah, yes, I do fondly remember
Where
that.
where Bond is beating all these people up trying to find Blofeld.
That's you.
That's what I'm doing for the mayor.
Where is he? Where is he? I think that's what he's doing mentally. Yes.
Crews are like, what, Mayor? What are you talking? We weren't there. We were here the whole time.
Once we get the ship in the dock.
Jace! Jace, set course for the town that we were in. Do so carefully.
Oh,
Dan,
um,
And
okay, Nick, would you be able to?
momentarily, yes, I'll be right up there.
Thank you, good job.
He's got the, what's that called?
I got my
The
the
device
ship's
that-
wheel.
No, the you can put it in your car and it makes it so they can't steal it.
Yeah, essentially that's what he.
Yeah.
Is.
Oh, yeah.
That's, yeah, but I can't. It had a weird.
Yeah,
name.
not a jack, but like
Yeah,
something
because
like-
it was like the locked the wheel.
yeah, it's like a big old wrench that basically keeps it in place.
But
Anyway.
it doesn't.
Not really.
It's easily broken.
Captain, do you have any orders you'd like for us to follow?
Do as you see fit for now.
While you're saying this,
Got to
are
do-
you making like eye contact?
No,
with us at
I'm
all?
just staring straight at them. I am. There is. Yeah,
You're
as angry as
miles
the snake's
away.
eyes can look, and they are angry and staring at the moon. Be having a highly disrespectful phone call to my sugar daddy later.
I say, Captain, since we're heading back to the town and we're looking for the mayor, do you want us to look for you?
Get up and I walk out.
All right, see you later. Okay.
Slither.
Walk, loosely speaking. I'm so mad at this point.
He
I don't-
actually is walking. So he's fit.
He's above legs. That's how that
Just like.
Whoa!
Bumps out of it, just boom, boom, boom.
Well, I meant to ask him, but he's gone. So what if we find his broski?
Oh yes, Sarbox. That how you wound up here? Well, is it that we left him back at Poison Fang Keep with the rest of his family? We need more answers to find out
Definitely.
exactly what all was going on here in this town, and see if my friends Millie, if she's still here, if she's all right. But yes, first thing first, get the ship moving again and dock so we can make repairs.
And answer questions.
Yes. So I'll get up and I'll go up to the wheel to unclick my sword so we can start
And
flying back to the city.
yeah, and in the meantime, I'll help coordinate efforts to clean up, and then you'll do the rations tomorrow morning. Yes. So I will help. In the meantime,
After I beat up half the town.
yes, we'll watch that with glee. Place bets. Yes, you can work with the quartermaster on the rations, and I will help just clean up and throw out garbage and bodies that we don't need, and give proper, I guess, air burials to the people who were on the crew.
Tradition dictates that we freeze them and shatter them, or turn them to stone, or eat them by sharks. There's lots of options.
Wizard wants the bodies for expenses.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what
yeah.
the Archmage probably would appreciate.
Oh,
Yeah, might be able to barter with some unsavory.
the dead. We have a file.
Can we not make that a pattern, please? And let's just have that be a one-off. I'd rather not do that.
Per tradition, you shall either be frozen and shattered or turned to stone.
It states his will, last testament. I will not destroy anybody. Okay.
Can't you guys just bury them? No.
So as you, the ship slowly limps its way back to town. It takes longer. As the ship is moving, it does shift and occasionally jaunt in a direction
Whoa.
unexpectedly. But you guys do get there without too much issue. You guys make your way into Bashview. Most of the fires have been put out at this point. They're just smoking ruins. You see people. No, the town, because 10% of the town was just lit on fire as the dragon just.
No, we're meeting. The ship's still burning.
That's
We're
what I
just
thought.
what are we
Wait a
gonna
minute.
do?
The ship is still on fire.
That's for the grunts to deal with.
The grunts are dead, Captain.
People have been watching the ship flying towards town for about a good 25 minutes, right? It's just taken a while for the ship to get there.
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Yeah.
Just go, no.
As you guys get to Bashview, a good chunk of the civic quarter was set on fire. There seems to be people everywhere. There is that river that runs through town that splits it. You see a bunch of people that are mustered in front of the main Wizard's Tower in town. There seems to be a significant crowd, maybe 30, 40 people, just kind of outside. There appears to be a couple guards kind of pushing people back, keeping people from getting in there. Your guys' ship is still docked there. The other side ship,
Smaller, yeah.
the smaller one is there.
So the Skydock itself, though, is fine, or
Skydock is untouched. Skydock wasn't lit on fire.
okay?
The Skydock is connected to the main Wizard's Tower, which is the mayor's abode.
Oh, okay.
That's where everyone's piled underneath. There's about 40 people outside. There's about 2 guards just standing in front of the door, just trying to keep people back with halberds. Kind of look panicked. Outside of that, there seems to be other people mustering around the town, but it looks more like people are panicked, but more like confused, right? Like something happened, a storm passed through, and now just people are like opening doors, assessing what's happened.
So no.
And it's been a few hours after the event. The things seem to have calmed down, but it looks like things were a little bit, maybe an hour ago, a little bit more tense.
All right, so much as just angry. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like what the fuck's going on?
It's the same dock master we met the first time we docked here. The guy trying to lead us into the trap. Is he up here still?
As you guys make your way towards the dock, you do not see a dock master. The dock appears to be empty. The main entry leads towards a door on the top floor of the Wizard's Tower.
So can we essentially, and I'm asking this just so I know more than a player, more than a character, can we actually like effectively, as we are as a crew, can we effectively dock safely on our own? Do we have to have help?
No. You guys are trained.
Okay, good.
The ship is not damaged enough where it's undockable.
Good.
Right? It's just not going to be able to sail.
No, that's fine. I just didn't want us, pull in and crash.
No. You guys are confident that Jace is about a good 70% confident this dock will survive.
Steady.
You do scrape the paint a little bit as
We had paint left to scrape.
as it shifts a little bit violently, and it's kind of.
It's like off the side,
we'll
outside the
just
ship,
throw
then a Stromo. What?
Now it's
Which
just
is not
off.
the spare tires we have hanging off the side, so we don't hit the.
Yeah. Now it's the Omo.
It's like Galaxy Quest, like.
Okay. All right, well done, Mr. Argona.
Better than I thought.
So I guess we'll disembark.
Yes.
Disembark.
These are the mayor's quarters, presumably this tower. I wonder if.
It's a 9-story tower, a couple windows, not too many, stone base, right? And the main door obviously is down there. On the top floor, there is a large double door that leads into the top level of the tower, the 9th
Oh,
Has anyone rested at all yet?
Yeah.
We probably should do that.
But-
We're on that same page.
Yeah. Still, Smoot, would you like to see if our host is in and get answers out of him if he is?
Oh yeah.
And help ourselves to any materials that they have to cover our expenses as well.
Those double doors look like they could be useful in patching the ship.
Indeed.
I'd say
Artax, if you'd be a dear. Just an Artax over here. Tear down the doors from
I could probably tear him down better than he could.
I would say yes. we take what we need and take what we want from this place.
I'll go inside, but Smoot wants looking to see if the gnome mayor is here or not. Or
So
anybody
go
else.
up to the front doors.
The,
Yeah,
the top floor doors.
Okay.
Rip those off. Take them back to the ship, and then go back inside.
Give me a strength check.
Stick 'em on this. Those will hold, right? Sure, we'll make them work.
Oh, nat 20 for 27.
27. I will give you advantage on the dexterity saving.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was your iPad for a second. Jeez.
Wait a
I can throw its voice.
It's like, whoa.
16.
16? Don't make it. But you only take 25
Okay.
electrical damage as
Your
when you
resistance.
grab the door, it zaps you. It zaps you pretty violent, like a Tesla coil. There's a zap. And the zap would have continued except for you rip the doors off.
Smooth
smash! And just literally the whatever was powering the doors just stops. Okay. As you rip open the door, you see what seems to be a nice receiving room, right? Seems to be a guest room. Well, not guest, like a receiving room. Like there are couches and there's like a waiting area, stuff like that. There's a desk, and then there are stairs leading down. What do you do? The interior is wood, by the way. It's not carpet. It's wood.
Search the room.
Are we all
Clues.
going?
I don't know. You have to say whether you're going.
Yeah,
or
we're going at
You-
least.
you
Somebody else
can
wants to
go in.
go.
Why not stop?
I feel I will, because then I'll be starting to, like, I'm looting the place because I want to, one, for the materials we need, but also screw this guy. He's part of the reason the ship got damaged.
Yeah, we need new furniture, damn it.
Furniture, and toys, and treasure.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going.
I'll come, but I'm still thinking about other things.
That's okay. I'm a
This is why we have a
Paragon
first
of
mate.
white hot anger.
You coming?
Yes. When I do though, I'm gonna cast see invisibility again.
Okay. See, invisibility is up.
Ooh, Paragon. White hot flame.
Anger.
White hot anger flame. That's
As,
that's my White Snake tribute band.
You cast see invisibility as you walk in.
Great white.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You walk in, investigating the room. Who wants to rally the investigation check? Actually, everyone roll me an investigation check, and we'll make it a group challenge.
Yay!
Working together.
What's that?
Oh. That's a 10.
10.
Third investigation, right?
Yeah.
31.
31. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Dirty 20.
29.
29.
Nothing escapes us. Not even us.
You find, as you guys investigate the tower, right? Investigate the tower.
Oops.
The tower has had all precious magical things removed from it. It looks like somebody planned an exit strategy. You guys do find many barrels, many fine bottles of Fire Giant wine and Fire Giant whiskey from, give me a second.
Trump's favorite.
Well, if not, we can pay with it.
Where's my world map? Ah, there it is. Sorry about that. From
Code.
cannot pronounce this name. Port Isfilham?
Is it Volcanium?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Eishafen.
It's Isolfem?
Isofem. Okay. From Port
Someone
Isofem.
spelled it like Fire Giant, so that wasn't true.
Or
You
ice.
find that there.
Sure.
You
I
find
translated them from German or into German.
you find that since you rolled high enough, You found a bunch of books that had been burned in the fireplace, but you're able to grab them and put some remnant communications together. These appear to have been notes, some ledgers. Since you got the 30 and the 29, obviously everyone else had the dirty 20s. You succeeded the successes you needed by 8.
Even more, but I only rolled a 10.
You're able to ascertain that he has been receiving large sums of gold, primarily Fire Giant from Iselheim. A lot of money. A lot of this money has been a front for Thayan forces. He has been paid off by Thayans. Looks like he had been acting as a double agent and allowing Thayan spies to be smuggled in from Bashview. You also find that he is also has been directly working with the Thayans and name. God dang it!
I
Potatoes,
say,
friend?
here's an idea, chaps. That whatever we do find for loot / supplies to repair, we also maybe set aside some to
Give me a minute.
placate the townsfolk. You know, take the whiskey and stuff, maybe some of that for us, but also give some to the townsfolk, just for goodwill.
Yeah. And also track down whoever would be, now that the mayor's apparently left.
Yes.
Find someone else to place in charge.
I mean, yeah, still strip this place for parts and treasure, but
Oh, yes, yeah, this tower is ours. But the town, yeah, we'll help.
I
out.
feel why not give some goodwill on the way out.
Oh, we'll burn the sucker to the ground when we leave.
Sorry about that.
It'll be
Just
a
looking for the name.
bonfire. A celebration.
Yay!
Or like a stone
Why
stove
can't I
pipe.
find it? It's literally on a page.
Like a kiln.
I'm drawing
Blast
it.
furnace.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah.
We're really gonna melt the stone.
Jeez.
Wait, then where are we gonna have Skydock next time?
Ah, yes.
I don't think we're coming back.
All right, then we're not coming back.
I'm just gonna go on a limb and say, "Fuck this place."
I think you're on a whole other tree, not a limb.
Smoot's mad, like
Smoots might.
furious.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why have just the one keep when we could have a second here?
Why can I
You
not?
know, if I've
remember
got
the
two, I
name
can
of
burn
the
them into the
roach?
ground.
Keep toast.
Fair enough.
A
Toasty.
Groskell.
I'll call it the toaster.
There we go. He
No, I'm
has
just
been
kidding. I can't do it.
specifically been collaborating. Guys, I'm talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
He has been specifically collaborating with a Groskell, the demon roach, and looks like him, the Thayans, and Brovaxis have been working together to smuggle Thayans in, as well as basically weaken the Magocracy, as those guys are working for the compact.
Where are we south of the Magocracy right now?
You are on the southern border of the Magocracy, between just bordering Khazad-dûm. Your next closest places will be the Democratic Free States of Trotistra and the Kingdom of Astaria.
So is this town part of one of those countries?
Yeah, the Magocracy.
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm
This-
sorry.
The,
the Magocracy.
the mayor is a double agent traitor to his own
Sorry,
country.
yeah. I don't. I was thinking we weren't in the. Yeah,
No.
my bad.
Like
That's
at the
fine.
border or something, or very close. But
Gotcha.
Right at the
Magocracy
border, which is
good
the
or bad
place
for
that you
us?
smuggle things in.
I think the Magocracy is good for us because they gave us the official papers for our ship
Mm.
that we're not. You know, we're like a free agent, but we signed on with the Magocracy, so we won't get like punished for having a flying ship. But we're not. We don't mind them, but we don't love them yet.
Still, should probably send a message to someone back on L. Let them know that, hey, there's been a leak in your defenses.
Oh yeah. Oh
Leak.
yeah. Definitely.
Ah.
Additionally,
Yeah, I
Let's
agree.
find another letter. Let's see if I can find one.
Dear Penthouse Letters.
As you can tell, I'm
I'll
quite
never
pleased.
believe this happened to me.
Oh God.
I didn't think your letters were true until this happened to me.
This guy is a quadruple agent. He's working against himself. That's how bad he is.
Sounds like a
Betrayed
Metal Gear
himself
Solid all
for
of a sudden.
himself, with himself, to himself.
I will say that's not like that part of those games. I don't care. Yeah, this guy's a traitor to a traitor to a traitor.
I mean, yeah, the final villain basically, I'm pretty sure, is a quadruple agent in the end somehow. Sorry, what? Metal Gear Solid.
Ah, okay.
Go ahead and talk about yourselves.
We got yelled at last time we did that.
It's fine. It's just if I'm giving box text,
Yeah.
I'm telling people what's happening in a scene. Somebody else over talking me, they can't hear.
Teasing.
No, you're fine.
Alright.
I'm just thinking now.
Okay.
Because we can loot the place, give out some stuff, burn the tower down, we leave. Yeah, alert the major. Find Zarvoth. Find out.
Yes. Go back to that church and investigate there. See if any survivors, any further clues.
Did we actually go inside the place?
We didn't actually go.
So
in the
then,
church.
yeah, then let's go inside when we get there, just to see.
So if Millie's been sacrificed already.
So you find a letter. The letter was on the desk on that first area.
Oh,
It is written in.
I can read it.
You can read it, right? I was
Are
gonna
you
say
in the mood to read it?
it's written in.
I
Mithrin,
could read it, but I'm too angry.
Right, the Fey language,
oh, I
Yeah,
got
what?
that. Mithrian.
Mithrian.
Oh.
Fey.
Also
Sylvan?
Sylvan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvan.
works.
Yeah, okay. I can see it. I can read it.
I got that too. Yeah.
Do I?
It says.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you should. You're from Springfield.
I don't. I've. There are times I thought I've had the language. Nope. So I have to double check.
The letter's really just a receipt. It's for an order of flowers to be delivered to one toast.
Bastard.
Uh,
You bastard.
It says, "You are humbly invited as guests of Agroscale the Demon Roach to the Winter Court. The crew of the Nostrum."
Oh God. RSVP. Thanks, but no thanks.
Just despite, we're not going to RSVP, we're just going to show up.
Yeah, we're not telling him how many +1s we have.
Anyway,
But we have to choose chicken or fish at the bottom of the egg. No.
Cross out both and
Nothing
set
but beef.
right beef.
it is signatory by the Hound of Night. The Hound of the Night.
Oh, jeez.
Hound of the Night.
That your boss is the Nebraska, or is that? No, wait, your moonlit.
He's in the same. I don't know who the hound is. Yeah, I don't think I've interacted with this one at all.
Scarlet did. Scarlet, no, the Hound came to ask if someone came to ask Scarlet if they talked to someone.
Make me history check, right?
I don't know. I don't think Toast ever did. Scarlet did though.
I know, but you're from Mithras.
Oh,
So I
I'm
am
sorry.
Giving the Mithrian
My
a
bad.
check on Mithrian people.
My bad. History, 17.
17. Sounds like a name title. Probably somebody from the court, but specifically it is Hound of the Night.
There you go, Captain. That's all I know.
Very-
I didn't
very
mess with
helpful.
night and winter stuff. I was a spring, dude, chap running around playing the games, and then of course the sea called to me. It's been
But-
many years.
There are 16 gold bars that have not been taken from here, as well as each of them is stamped. And give me everyone give me a composed intelligence check altogether.
Oh,
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, it's an intelligence check. Right? If you have the keen mind merit, you get a +4 to this.
jeez.
Nat 20 for 22.
Nat 20 for a 22, that is 3. All right.
5.
14.
14. Put one of those back.
14.
14.
We
Put
got
one of
twins
those back.
tonight.
30-20.
You're 20. Okay. You beat it by, you beat what was required by 2.
Yay!
Good job. The gold is a reddish tint. The same reddish tint that the coins from the Kenku gold was stamped at.
The cursed soul sucking coins.
The coins. This gold, though, doesn't have that same magical aura, but it does have a similar reddish tint to the gold. Do that as you will. You can go ahead and add the gold bars to your inventory. Each gold bar is worth 1,000 copper.
Do we still want to take it?
Hell yeah.
Sweet! We're taking cursed gold!
Anyway, I'm going to use the bathroom.
Might not be cursed.
You guys, let me know what you're going to do next by the time I come back.
Okay.
All right. Oh, here
Where every action is a free action.
I assume rest for the night and go see the church in the morning / maybe recruit townspeople to help fix the boat.
After we
tonight.
finish looting the tower.
Church tonight. Because if there's a sacrifice going on, we have a small chance of stopping it.
Yeah.
I say we loot the tower, go to the church.
Ask one of the guards outside who's in charge. Do they have a captain or someone who can sort out the town? Help with
It's the wrong attitude.
No.
You just go up and say, "You're in charge. I'm in charge. Here's what's happening."
I'm in charge. I'm delegating authority to you. You're my second in command.
Ah,
Get this shit together.
that's how I got promoted to Czar of Repairs. It's temporary, but still.
The giant hole in the second floor is covered up with 2 doors, and they're nailed on sideways.
Yeah. For now, we're gonna have to do some work with those, but yeah.
It was our tax repairing.
And there's like a foot gap in between and on the sides.
And the way
But
they're
at least it's
and
mostly
the way they're on the
there.
ship is a little starting to lean a little towards the
They're like
doors.
sideways like this.
the broken chairs.
It's a whole door.
To fill in the patches. Just very roughly.
Yeah,
We
we got
wicker has been
tarps.
nailed up in between.
Like a secret clubhouse out in the woods, just very ramshackle.
So just to clarify,
Wooden pallets.
are we for or against general genocide
I
of this town?
I mean, the town spoke.
I'm fluid on that decision yet.
I'm for we loot tower, then go to the church.
If anybody stands up to us, they're getting fucked up.
My
That's how
getting
bad
is that
it is.
the rest of the townsfolk weren't necessarily in on this same scheme. So I
Then they
don't
better
think
stay the fuck out of our way.
Yeah, yes.
Your character is vibrating with rage.
Oh yeah. Radiating.
And he's suddenly wearing a robe and stroking a pet monkey. What the hell?
Oh dear God!
Okay, so I return. What's the plan?
We're gonna go to the church in case something's happening tonight.
Loot the tower, go to the church.
And on our way down, grab one of the guards there and be like,
You're in charge.
No.
The tower is eluded. The most this place has been like he went with his stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But you have the bars, you have the proof of what he was doing, and the letter.
We stripped it for wood too.
yeah. We'll
I
tell,
mean, you can.
we'll tell the crew, yeah, they'll go nuts.
Yeah.
Make
whatever
do
you
what you need to do to repair.
It's Animal House at this point.
Yeah.
There are guys everywhere
Furniture,
ripping like at this point
like
like
paneling.
Lodge is like this would be a nice banister. Rip.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
You
Go
know,
back. There's just a banister in the middle of the deck somewhere.
Titania's kind of limping along, but she's like dragging this really nice chair along.
Oh yeah.
As well, like this place is like people are looking above, like, are they robbing the mayor?
We would take the
Our
floors
hero
too.
has
right?
As you
Insanity
open up the
we
door,
have.
as one of the people is like, I think they're looting the mayor's house. One of the guards turns around and he's like,
You! We're in charge here. We're delegating authority to you. Get this town shit together now.
roll intimidation.
I don't want to assist you because I want to see how this
Don't
goes.
need to.
No, this is great.
Oh.
You're kidding.
It's only a 15.
15. Seems a little hesitant, but your ship is running Mithrian colors. So,
Oh, that's good.
Not
Majocracy.
Carthalian
Yeah.
colors. And I believe each of you does have an insignia because you said rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are official.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain or
He's
something?
gonna be like,
Lieutenants.
yes, sir. Is the mayor in?
The mayor's a traitor. You're in charge. Get the shit together. Turn and
There's an
walk.
audible gasp from the crowd of like now about 60 people. A couple kids are in the corner like they're stealing the chairs.
And the floor too.
They part. They part. You guys are roughed up, but obviously armed, right? And you got a giant ship, and you're
We're
obviously
pissed off.
not above robbing the mayor's house. I love it.
Yeah, kind of.
Literally.
By the time we
we're
get back, it's like,
changing
wait, where are the
house.
stairs? How are we supposed to get back up?
People kind of pile out as they do.
We took the stairs.
Strong. Make a perception check.
Is it smelling or
It's sight
hearing
based. Sight based.
sight based? That'll be a 13.
13. Nope, nothing. You guys make your way onward. As you do, where are you going again?
The church.
To the church again.
Yes.
So this time we're gonna get
As you
in.
guys are there, the church once again. The front area, the front gate is just knocked over.
Is Zarbuck still hanging out outside?
Zarbak's still hanging out. Like he's just at this point, he's like smoking a pipe, and he's just kind of sitting by the fence, and he's just like, I couldn't. Ah, brother, I couldn't fly after you. I didn't give me one.
Damn.
Pointing much right up in his face. Sword ignites. So Zarbuck, care to tell me about this latest cult you've joined?
Yes, they showed up in town. They had a lot of money. And they seemed very anxious. They said they could make me an archpriest in the diocese, and I was teleported here. They had lots of gold. They kept on bringing all these gold bars into the city, and they were flooding the city with money. They even offered to build part of it back. I just thought it'd be a good idea.
Sounds reasonable to me, Captain. Can't blame a bloke for going after the gold.
Hi. Did you see I don't know what she looked like. Decay. The girl you came here for.
Yes.
Francesca.
My friends. There's one with red hair, another one very dark, pale complexion,
Oh,
and another one, elf prick, who's responsible for this mess. Have you seen him?
oh, yeah, that Thane and Millie. I was getting ready to marry them, but then Millie turned into a hag. So I'm not sure, but that Thane fellow was there. His body was over there. Not until about an hour and a half ago.
And how did it leave?
A bunch of little roach imps kind of teleported here, grabbed the body, and as I tried to stop them, they teleported away.
Ah, well,
Insight?
yes.
Did we actually try to stop them?
Go ahead and roll insight. Go ahead and roll insight.
18.
No. No.
He bravely did nothing.
So, is there anybody else in this church from earlier that you are aware of?
I haven't tried going inside. Actually, recently just kind of came back. I was hiding in the shed. The store. There was a fire.
There's a shed near the church.
And you say they teleported you here from Poison Fang Keep?
No. We were in some giant city, big buildings, giants everywhere, and gold. It
Oh
was
shit.
There's a big church. That's where the main church of Bane is.
Oh shit.
And why were you there?
They teleported me there, and they gave me a lot of gold.
Yeah, but they recruited you from Poison Fig?
Yes. And they,
And how long have you been part of this cult?
it's only been about 4 days.
Great. You have 4 days to get back home. I'm going to check in on you in 4 days. If you're not home, I'm taking one of your limbs.
Brother, it's a long.
That's great. You best find a way. And
He starts.
Pats him on the cheek. And walks away.
Roll an intimidation with advantage.
all right. Fortunately, the first roll was an 18. Hold on. 1 on the second roll. Skills. 25.
Damn.
25. He slithers as quick as humanly possible. Like just mindlessly running in a direction. And he panics. He's like, I'm going in the wrong direction. Turns and goes the other way.
We're going in.
2 of you are like, Petray!
Smoot, after you.
Petray!
Gesturing towards the church door.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just picture Smoot just walking straight through. It doesn't even stop to open it. Just
Oh my, is he a dragon in disguise?
Everybody just punch through it.
Kicking in the door.
Yeah.
Someone who can see through illusions, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
It was
you
real for a second.
kick in the door. As you kick in the door, you.
Wait, so you want to check for traps? Never mind. Just spot it. Okay.
That's one way.
The door is thoroughly kicked in.
The ultimate lockpick.
As the door is thoroughly kicked in,
Trey, we're going to church.
as you guys kick in the door, there is a woman who is chained to the middle of an altar. She has long, braided blonde hair. She has horns, which kind of go around and up a little bit, almost like tiefling horns. She has big black eyes, almost owl-like, and long, pointed elven ears. Too long and too straight to be elven, more like your friend Norjan. Or wait, no, Norjan doesn't have the pointy ears, but commonly a Mithrian.
Okay. So, Faye.
Yeah, very, very, very fey looking. Trey, you immediately attack.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh, right.
So roll initiative.
Oh God. All of us?
Murderbot,
Only
go.
if you want to try to stop him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Trey, roll initiative.
So.
I attack her?
Oh yeah.
Remember how you walked to the church before and you sensed a target was near? I'd say we found it. So, combat starting.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Our attacks is going to kill someone who's chained up.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
Don't act surprised.
I got a 9 for initiative.
Why are we attacking someone?
15.
Whether you're attacking her or stopping him is up to you, I guess.
11 for initiative.
11. Matt.
12.
12. Artax.
10.
10. Okay. Artax immediately you hear murder.exe.
Oh.
His eyes turn scarlet red.
Even his human eye.
Yeah. Well, one of the eyes turns red.
Very
the other one not
bloodshot.
so much. It's bloodshot. Yeah.
He's stoned, man.
Artax, if you have a rage to burn, you burn it.
Yep.
So, who goes first? Okay. Smoot.
Tackle him.
All right. That's, yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check. It's a strength off. Athletics check, I believe, is the roll we make.
Athletics?
Yeah. Trey, opposed athletics. You are raging.
So I get advantage on this, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what it says under rage.
Either it's +2.
I'm gonna use.
Yep,
lucky-
advantage on strength checks, athletics. So it's either
You have to hit
25
Oh yeah.
or a 25.
25? What do you got?
27.
27.
You mad at it again? Jesus.
27. Trey, you are almost bending metal as you are straining against Neil's character. But Neil has you in this. How do you restrain Artax? How do you imagine? Because both of you rolled really high. So to kind of describe what that looks like between the two of you.
I sort of bear hugged him and
Okay.
lifted his feet off the ground
Okay. Okay.
while he's still straining towards.
Mm-hmm.
So his feet are.
Okay. Okay. Artax.
Yeah.
Your response to it. You guys are building this scene together. So.
How long has it been since our last combat?
We haven't rested.
It's been about 2.5 hours, almost 3.
Oh, it has it?
Yep.
So what are you doing?
Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry, guys.
Say
I'm
it.
gonna
Say
fire
it.
my arcane cannon at her.
Okay, that'll be during your turn. I mean, building the scene of the opposed strength check, right? He's doing something. What are you doing as part of that scene?
Oh, just what you would imagine a robot in rage mode wanting to murder.
Okay.
I'm assuming what was my notes here? Queen Titania Silverleaf of Visceria, or I'm guessing the Witch Queen of Methia. I'm guessing it's Queen Titania
Could be.
that we're looking at.
Well, that was some of the list. That wasn't all of it, right? But that was a good chunk of the list.
Okay. So yeah, I'll literally just like leap for her to
Mhm.
rend her with my axes, and then when I'm intercepted by Smoot, I guess as I'm like starting to try and pull away, I finally just like start activating the arcane cannon to
Okay. So they
shoot at her.
in response, you're starting to power up the arcane cannon. Okay. Next in the initiative. So he was at a 10. So that's a 15. Who's next?
I had an
I
11.
was 12.
12.
So Matt's next.
Okay, Matt, you are next.
Okay. Then I'm
Because
after
you
that.
restrained, but the arcane cannon is powering up.
Is it like it's a shoulder mounted thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
Since Smoot is physically holding him, I want to try to magically hold him and use hold person.
Okay. All right. That's an opposed save. Artax. Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 9.
9. Trey, Artax is paralyzed. So what does the paralyzation look like? How does Matt? What does you paralyzing a character look like? Is there a visual component or auditory?
I would say that, in typical cartoon fashion, whenever something is paralyzed, there's maybe like a
Wiggly lines.
yeah, the squiggly lines around.
So yours is
And
like
they're
a
it's kind of like a dark
oh
light,
okay.
kind of like the dark saber in
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. So like this
Yeah.
this dark misty force just envelops them.
Kinda like
Not so much
shimmer.
that they're paralyzed, but that there's a physical force that they just can't push against. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Next on the initiative.
I am going to. Well. Oh wait, that's only on a corpse. I don't know
I
if
mean, give me a few minutes. That could be a Great.
I kind of wanted to do charm person on Artax, just to get him to like,
Calm down.
yeah, but also you're not gonna kill her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So that'd be a wisdom saving throw.
Artax, another wisdom saving throw against charm, if that matters.
4.
4. Okay. Right now, your attention was on her, but now that your attention has been shifted towards,
He has advantage on that. Sorry,
Oh, but you do have advantage.
because he's a humanoid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have advantage.
A 17.
Oh, that beats it.
Okay. So you start to your attention starts to be drawn away, but your anger is too strong. You force yourself back, but still frozen in place. Your one human eyeball twitching. Next on the initiative,
I believe it's Trey's turn now.
Artax, you are paralyzed. We're just going to finish out the round and then we'll go back and roleplay. Next would be Captain. Oh, no, wait, no, it's...
Yeah, I had a 9.
You are next at a 9.
Yes. I don't know. I'm the little wizard man. I don't think there's much I can do to stop our attacks.
Shut him down.
Well,
He's
yeah.
got his on-off switch here.
I'll dash in front and I'll try to like shield her from sight, like.
Okay.
So, acting as a
Disguise someone else. You can't see her.
Okay, so you're trying to obscure from sight. You're
Yeah.
showing,
You know,
When,
if you
like,
can't
a
lock
cloak
on with a
over.
missile, if you can't get a
But
clear
she's-
visual, yeah.
right now she's chained. She's chained to a sacrificial altar. So.
Mhm.
It's like, no attacks, no firing, no reaching.
Captain.
Once more to the RP section. So who are you, and is there a reason we shouldn't let him kill you?
Ooh.
Okay. So we'll pick up.
Quick question:
Yeah.
Do we know about this murder list that Artax has?
I
Vaguely.
believe
Like
so.
our characters?
We know he was going to kill Chauncey Nickelcloud at least.
You do
And
you
we
do
warned him
know
that. He
you
has
do
a-
know about the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we knew this was a possibility at any given moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing he has done before.
Now it helps. Most of those people that are on that list are royals, right? So
But we don't know the whole list, do we?
he rolled really high to be able to know the basically the high points.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the rest of us. We know he has a list, but we don't know who's on it.
I think it was role played a little bit, but I'll leave that up to you guys to.
I know.
decide.
I mean, besides
I'm
Chauncey
pretty sure he
Nickelcloud.
did tell us a few.
Okay.
He's told us some, but he hasn't told us all of them, though.
Remember, one of them was Decadic's dad,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we had a whole dinner scene where you're just keeping him from.
Chauncey.
That's right.
Forgot
Locked
your
in the
dad was
closet
on
or
the list.
something, wasn't he?
No, wait, no, your dad was on the list. Chauncey was.
Yeah.
Chauncey, you were because you knew Chauncey was
Yeah.
going to be there, and so you
Yeah.
kept him away. Yeah.
And he
Okay.
broke the vault in Smith's Keep.
That's right.
It was open even.
So, as for roleplay's sake, Artax, you probably, since she's no longer visible, you go out of your rage, but you are still paralyzed until you guys agree that he's not paralyzed anymore. We'll just keep that as a roleplay thing for now. Yeah, and you are, of course, holding him until you guys choose, all of you, that no, that's not
Making myself as big as possible to block her out.
Frighten the bear away.
Turn around.
So, roleplay.
Object permanence. I hope it's low.
Why didn't I learn the blind spell?
Somebody put a blanket on him.
Charm.
So,
I'm charming him.
So as you call out, she calls back out in a weak voice. This is someone there. Kill me? Who's trying to kill me? She's speaking in Mithrian. Or Sylvan, whoever speaks Sylvan.
Boop, boop, boop. Yep.
Nope.
Oh shit! What language did you say that out in?
I would have gone with Rokugan.
You
Because I
would
think
have.
that would have been the closest I could have come up with.
Rokugani is the first. She will call back out in Mithrian, but she's replying as if she understood you.
I got Rokugan.
She's like, but she is speaking Sylvan currently for those that have it, or Mithrian. They're both the same. So, Kill me. Who's trying to kill me? She's kind of like weakly moving her head back and forth as a cloak is over her.
Yeah, that's not much of an answer.
Well, nobody's trying to kill you. Just trying to clean up the mess from here earlier. And
Who are you?
yes,
So you just gotta grab him, turn him around, just set him down. He's just kind of paralyzed.
I'm ready to grab him again.
Ready to like it's like wrestling. You're like,
Suplex.
You got all your practice in earlier today.
it's been WWE for this game, yeah. So if I make a banner again, it might be you suplexing a dwarf, right?
I didn't suplex him. I just flung him.
A
And he
dwarf?
was a,
Oh,
was a
like-
gnome.
It was a gnome, wasn't yeah.
Right.
D&D
Home race.
CrossFit.
There's no law against gnome tossing.
Oh, I heard.
Um,
So back in roleplay, so you take the cloak off.
Yeah, once I see Artax is handled, I'll go walk up to her and
She looks at. She tries to weakly kind of look at you guys as she can. She is in what appears to be nobles' clothes. So they're just tattered. Right, look like she's been worked over a little bit. Her eyes are huge. She has huge owl-like eyes. They're just black. She says, "Who are all of you? What's going on? I've been in and out for a while. I am Freya Owlstar, the Winter Court."
Speak my own courts language. I love it.
it's
good for you.
Don't worry, we are not enemies. We are the Wu-Tang Clan. We crashed the ceremony meant to take place earlier today, and are now cleaning up afterwards. And she's just suspended by chains, right?
Yeah, she's held by chains. One chain is wrapped around her legs and is binding her there. There are two chains, one on each arm, kind of holding her in place there. There appears to be a manacle around her neck, right? But the chain is dangling in the back. Looks like it was not connected.
Oh,
So it might have been used at one point maybe to carry her around, but it's not connected.
I'll try to alter your hands of the chains to start with.
Yeah, that's
who,
fine.
I'll ask. But who are you, by the way?
Fraser Aldor,
And who is that?
the Winter Court.
What do you have a title or rank in the court?
Yes, I'm one of the ladies in waiting of Queen of Winter.
Does that sound like interest? The Queen of Winter.
Queen of Winter.
It's not the Queen of Winter.
She would say the full name.
Assuming you talked in a language I understood there.
I'm I'm from spring, so to me, winter's like I'm not friends. I'm like my enemy is fall.
the Queen of Night and Magic.
So like the winter court, I'm like I'm not fond of the winter court, but I'm not their enemy. As a spring guy.
Right.
And we've talked about the Queen of the Winter Court being under a rascal's influence before, I think, so you probably know you don't like her necessarily.
Okay.
She was one of his influence?
Yeah. So Moonlit King was like, it's like talking about his wife being under his influence in the court. He's
Yeah,
trying to, like,
because he was doing something weird. I'm just more of like, do we have to worry about her? Do we have to worry about this also being a trap?
fair enough.
Because we've already had one here.
Speaking of which, does there appear to be anyone else in here?
Place is empty.
Then why? How would she be sacrificed? If no one's here and she's tied up, how would they have finished the sacrifice or done the sacrifice?
How did you end up here? You know, can you recall how you were captured and brought here? What were they planning to do?
I was ambushed by some of Groskill's minions when I was meeting with. Meeting with Ambassador Belmorandrian. was meeting with the ambassador, and the roaches just came everywhere, and dark demons and darkness. So, I believe I was knocked out, and I found myself outside of Feylands, bound in chains. Drug here, there was, lost track of time, but maybe 3 days ago.
Insight check. Tell the truth.
Ooh, good question. Go ahead and roll me a inside jug. Ooh, boy. Oh boy. Okay, what do you got?
28.
She appears to be telling the truth. She's a little rough to read, but you're used to reading weird stuff. She's very shaken, right? She's basically just she appears to be telling the truth.
Yeah. Weird science.
Toast. Free her.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, because you're back there. That's why. I was about to say, why don't you do it? You're oh, wait. All right, then.
Unless you want to watch the killer robot that can attack at any
No,
moment.
I'm good. My charms have failed. Yes, I will assist in detaining her. But I'm going to keep an eye on her. 'cause
Assist
I'm
who?
just-
So who is this?
I'll do it myself. Never mind. Damn it. Can't get a break.
Now, the whole time it's been in silver.
Yeah.
She looks your way and she says, "My name is Frasier."
Daughter.
Owl's daughter.
Yeah,
Still in Sylvan?
Still in silver.
her name is... She's... Don't worry, Captain. We'll explain the situation later.
Captain, this is Frasier, Owl's daughter of the Winter Court.
Oh.
Apparently the service of the Queen.
A knight of the Winter Court. Oh, I see that the king and the queen have sent allies to rescue me. Thank you. Thank you, knights.
Well,
He's not understanding.
Not a word. You're getting closer. I'm right in her face. I'm scared, and I'm trying to. They're just like, oh,
sorry there. Owl's
I cast
daughter.
tongues on the captain.
Sorry, Owl's daughter. I
thanks.
hate
I've been
to
out of
say it
spells.
to you,
Okay.
but only one of us here is associated with your venerable court. I am, however, associated with the far nobler Spring Court, and the others are not Feyan, or not Fey. So I don't know about them. But-
Insight based off wisdom. It's a 17. That's readable. She says, yes, I'm sorry, seeing double. I've been concussed, obviously. Thank you, Spring Cordia.
Whatever.
now you're speaking in something understandable.
Thank you, Sir Knight. You will be honored in the court as I am a handmaiden of the Queen.
So yeah, I'll start releasing her.
Yeah, you
Because Smoot's occupied.
manacle her. Artax, mechanically, as long as you can't see her, you will not have to make a check.
I won't do this gently.
Okay.
Because she is winter.
Yeah, you're a dick about it. You're kind of
Winter can't handle it.
Okay, that's fine. She is
Yeah.
freed.
I'm being cold.
The king didn't send anyone to save you. It's just happy circumstance we were here.
That his knight, one of his knights is here. He works in mysterious ways. Not as mysterious as the Queen, but I'm sure.
The king doesn't care about you or any of his servants. If you haven't figured that out yet.
Praise be the court, and the king and queen.
Behind her back. Oh, pay me the coin. Oh, look at me. I'm winter. Oh, look at me.
Kay's just looking around like, can you just stop it? Sorry, we've had quite the day, as you also clearly have, fighting all manners of beasts and monsters. Can you, I know you understand your class, do you know why you were brought here specifically? They were laying a trap for us in particular, trying to lure us to ambush us, to capture us, perhaps.
I don't know any of you.
Hmm.
I don't know. I was merely carrying out the Queen's business with the ambassador in a meeting, which was royal business.
And you met here in this town?
No, I met in the Winter Court.
Oh.
And I was assaulted outside of the castle, along the Shadow Road.
If you want to go back, we'll take you there before too long. We're gonna go kill Agraski. I've had enough of him.
Oh, well, it would be quite a feat. I'm sure the Queen would be happy to see it. If I could lead you there along the Shadow Road, if you needed it.
In time,
May as well.
perhaps.
Yeah,
We have
There's
captain
some things
other
to do first.
obligations.
Yeah, I have a thing to do.
We'll get to that. I
I
said we had some things to do first. You're on that list.
Thank you.
You'll have at least 3 days.
Shadowlands. At this point, there's 2 things to do before that. Maybe 3.
I say we still leave her here. Unchain her, but she figures her own damn
Go
way back.
wander your eternal maze for a while then.
Bastard.
Kill some time.
Bastard.
Your
Captain-
phenomenal spring.
Captain, I hate to say it, but that's quite cold. That is not a spring day for me. That is
Hand
not
the
a thing.
flower.
You bastard.
Everyone, please, can we not argue amongst ourselves?
From way back there.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Just reach over my shoulder and fling a flower at you. It lands in your hair.
Lands in your hair, and you hear from the flower.
Bitch! Smooth! I'm like, ah!
Okay, throw it down. Okay.
Yes, we are preparing to rest for the night here in town. It seems the villains who set up this whole plan in motion have fled. You're welcome to rest with us, and perhaps if you can recall any further details to aid us in finding out where they might have gone off to, who all they were working with, maybe.
I would be glad to assist you in any way I can. I am bound to repay you all.
Oh, yes, you
kind.
are.
So I will
Been free from it.
personally escort you to the castle if you would like. And I may be able to arrange a meeting with the Queen.
All in good time.
It's a start.
Is that something we want?
Eventually,
Eventually, yes, we want to go to the Winter Court. But we're
I
not
have some
right
words
now.
for a lot of the court, yes.
I thought.
careful.
We're not going there right
You really don't want me to live.
now. He's,
I'm lobbying.
yeah,
for
he's
you.
going, no, we
Yeah.
can't do that. No, it's later on. You're still mostly at the top of the list.
We are gonna go do the thing with the spring court, and then we'll do the thing with the winter court.
Let's move. Stop lobbying like
That
you care
cloak
what
that
happens
was
to
over
Toast.
her, that was overhead. Can we throw that over Artax's head so he can't see her?
Yeah, mechanically at this point you understand, as long as he doesn't see his target, he will not be affected by the rage.
So maybe
Right.
then we vamoose,
Yes.
head back to the tower.
I feel
And
like a,
How about you just
Cloth.
put like
or a towel or something we can put over.
Sounds like too advanced technology, Trey.
or just cast
Yeah,
this guy's spell.
whatever you guys want to do, I'm open.
I can give her a black eye. That'll make it look different.
Hey,
She's already got one. We'll put a blanket over Artax until
Okay.
those guys have.
He burns
Left.
everywhere.
and can I do just an investigation around the Templars, see if there's anything left behind, any other clues of any kind?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
sigils.
an investigation, and Strom, go ahead and roll me another perception.
So then, from what we've kind of gathered, she was in the church while we were doing our fighting.
And then they all left.
For apparently, for some reason.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 for a total of 31 investigation.
31.
Look with
Okay.
your special eyes.
22
My
for
bad.
perception.
About 100 yards off in the distance, you see what would be an invisible, but to you is visible, Strom roach on a roof, watching you guys with beady green eyes. As you investigate the Church of Baal, as you look around, this place was hastily put together. Magically so. Been raised through magic. The seams are too perfect, right? The flooring is too level, right? It's like Galdrian's tower, right? It's spelled like that. It summoned a church out of nothing. It has been made here. It's hastily been put together. As you look at it, this area is not consecrated or desecrated. It is just been put. This is a sham church that was put together, and it's not consistent. The symbols of Baal, like, you don't know who this god of Baal is, but they're not consistent. Like, you look at one symbol, but then you look at another. It's like somebody else made it and didn't quite know. They're like, oh, make it look like a teardrop. Oh, okay. You know, they're not consistent. So
it's not an official temple to this god.
no, it's like somebody who had heard the name before.
They copy and pasted it.
Right? But it's like Google searching and grabbing like 7 different
Right-click
images.
save.
Right?
They just moved.
It's the low-res image over
Yeah.
instead of the full
They,
version.
you do find a
Thumbnail.
sacrificial dagger. It looks.
Feeling lucky.
The only thing in here that looks legit is the dagger.
Ooh.
Dagger has a symbol of Tiamat on it. No. I'm sorry. No. It would have a symbol of. Yeah, no, it has a symbol of Tiamat on it.
Not ball.
No, not Baal. You find that in a drawer nearby, near the altar.
They're planning to sacrifice her, Tiamat, or sacrifice us if they got us in here.
I
So
don't
when
like
we
that.
drove off the champions, they got sort of gave up and left, or just weren't playing around to do a sacrifice in the first place. Wondering if anyone was in here at all.
I'm just wondering what purpose they had bringing her here and why throwing this facsimile together in the first place to lure us here.
I wonder why
And it
sacrificing.
helps. It's tough to find it. Like, you had to really look to see the differences.
I wonder why it had to be a fae and not just, you're in a town full of humans. Why did it have to be her? A random
Right, it's-
lady in waiting.
If they abducted a courier of the Winter Court, surely there'd be better use for her than to simply sacrifice her.
And I mean, just now that I'm thinking about it, why us, one of his folk? I know Zarbok isn't the sharpest, he's the nub of a dull end of a tool.
He is a tool.
He is a
the
tool.
end of that, yes.
So I understand that he's a tool, but seriously though, why a snake person?
Yes.
What would a snake person sacrificing a fae?
Doesn't matter who does the sacrifice. We have the dagger.
Still raise that question though.
Yeah.
Why have a snake person?
Why they got him in particular to come along here as well.
Yeah.
Because they
Because
apparently
fuck
have
your
a
family,
grave
that's why.
misunderstanding of our family dynamic.
Because
Yes.
fuck your family.
I'll show the dagger to
I agree.
Strom since he's more knowledgeable
If the
about
Winter
dragon
Court
stuff
found
than
out
I
that your
am.
family member sacrificed a member of the Winter Court to Tiamat, you and the rest of your family will be forfeit.
Ooh.
Hmm.
That's no bueno. They probably come after us. And our ship.
Doesn't matter if they like you or her or him or not. Family is blood. Blood binds.
Ohana in my family. Ohana means family.
Bam!
Take 5 damage.
No,
Is
it's
there a
okay.
way we can summon that hound or whatever quicker here for
You bastard! No, you just have to wait. That's the bad part.
Good
We can't do anything. It'll show up in a minute or two. We'll just wait.
I mean, we are waiting.
Nope, I'm not. I'm moving around.
Okay.
So, Artax and Toast, come with me. We're going to ask questions about where the hell this temple came from.
Aye, aye, sir.
You two, take her back to the ship.
I like this take
I hold out
charge.
my hand so that he can lead me
I take your hand,
until I'm out of sight of her.
hold my arm.
Sun's getting low,
Come
big
on.
guy.
Now, we're gonna communicate with the court, and you're gonna aid me in that.
All right.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
It's just
so
Stuffington
you
wants to
guys
go
are
for a
going
walk.
to go find stuff out. You three and Artax.
Yep.
You are going to go try to communicate with the court. You said.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you know, I'll pop up a rally cry just to be on the safe side. Like I
rally
probably should have
cry.
done a long time ago.
open the Discord chat.
Matt, what do you got?
I think now that the rally cry is up, I'm going to mention the roach that's on the roof, 110 meters away.
Point art.
Oh. Yeah, well, it sounds like we eliminated one, and they just filled our ship with a whole lot of others. At this point, the only way to cure our pest infestation is to put a Grusky down.
It is possible.
We'll get there.
Then we'll go kill Bravaxis, and then we'll go find your brother. Assuming something of minor importance.
There's at
doesn't
least
come up
one shopping
first.
trip in there, too.
And a spa episode. Right?
We have to go to the beach.
Shady
Long
pennies
spa
for
vacation.
everyone.
Guys, I'm relaxed, but he's coming to kill me.
Okay. Between After a Groscale and Bravaxis, there's going to be a spa episode and then a beach episode, right?
And yeah, 28 days left before the end of the month.
Oh, let's just go nuts.
Like I said, you're going to have at least 3 days all to yourself.
One now, one in a month, in a few weeks.
Guys, I'm tan to relax on the beach, or I'm gonna die soon.
Okay.
This way you'll die not stressed.
Let's take a 5-minute break and then we'll pick up with those. We'll
Wait,
do
the beach.
rousing
Strong,
first.
get off the sand! Ah!
We will do the courtier stuff next, and then I assume Decadic and Matt, you guys are going after the imp,
The roach?
the roach.
Yeah, if you want to
Okay.
Sounds
try to corner it, yeah.
Three scenes. Okay. I'll prepare for those. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Yep.
After these messages.
Let's see if I keep my powers or my life
We'll
after
be
my
right
conversation.
back. Sound is turned back on,
Camera rolling.
and
We're back.
we're back, everybody.
I love that.
All right. So let's start off. We are starting off with let's start with the townspeople. So you guys are carousing throughout the town. What is your goal? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to find out how long the church has been there, who put it up,
Mhm.
who's been going to the church.
Okay.
Anything we can find out about the crowd that was around the church when we were being attacked.
And
Okay.
you want to still find out about the mayor?
Yeah, where the fuck he went.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. This will be a group check, right? So each of you are going to collaborate in some way. So
Okay.
starting off, so it's you're piloting this one. What are you persuading, intimidating?
Persuading.
Using, okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
I could intimidate.
Why stop now?
Yeah, what the fuck? Intimidation. Fuck 'em.
Intimidation. You're browbeating the commoners.
I'm pissed.
Okay.
Yeah, you're way too
And
mad to be
rolling.
persuasive.
Come on. Roll. There we go.
Pardon me, if you wouldn't mind me asking a few questions.
23.
Answer.
23.
No, 24. I'm sorry.
24. All right.
I don't know if this would be investigation or perception, but I want to be, as he's questioning people, I want to like keep an eye out on how people react to those questions to see if that helps us.
Insight.
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 Okay.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Ooh, I don't like insight as much. 4. Natural 1.
Ouch.
Yay! I help. That guy looks suspicious. That's a wall.
Artax, what are you doing?
Probably the most important thing is averting my gaze from the church where the target is located. This handmaiden of winter.
So I'm gonna go back to the ship with her. You guys have we're gonna separate direction from you. You shouldn't have to worry about that part at least.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just kind of just backing Smoot up. You know, I'm his muscle. I'm his
Okay.
his guard dog. His
Yeah.
mean mugging kind
So-
of dude.
So are you assisting Smoot with the intimidation, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
so-
assisting with that definitely.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a accompanied intimidation check.
Oh, that is a 25.
Damn.
Nice. Nice. I was only going to have. Okay. So you guys get to learn 6 things. Go ahead and ask them in order.
How long has that church been here?
Church has only been there for about 3 days.
Who built it?
The mayor had it built and was working with an engineer named Thane to raise it.
That's an asshole who sold me into slavery.
Okay.
You kidnapped Laird Million.
Let's do.
Probably.
Do you want to ask?
Who's been going in the church?
There you go.
Honestly, a bunch of outsiders came from the town. They came from the. Let me look at the map. They came from. They came from the southern edge. So there's a river that runs south along the border towards the Broken River. It's much smaller than the other one, but it is movable. It splits the town till it hits the Khazadunian mountains of the Crown Mountains, and then it just kind of stops there. The water runs from the mountains into it, so they'd be going upstream. They came in these giant longboats, right? They're very long, very wide. They're not as deep as a ship. They seem to be paddled by a dual fire giants. They had never seen fire giants before, but they were these huge folk, and they had just left. They came in, they dropped them off, and they left about 2 days ago. So they came in for the one day, the same day the church was raised, and then the ship immediately left 2 days ago.
Where's the mayor?
People saw him run in a hurry. No, they wouldn't see him run. A couple people that from around the crowd said that they saw the mayor just suddenly appear out of nowhere, as if he had teleported there, and then he ran into the tower and was never seen leaving the tower. He ran in there. Yeah, they haven't seen him leave the tower or the woman who showed up the other day.
What woman?
Some nice lady named Millie who had come about. She said she had come in town to get married. She had met with some nice dwarven gentlemen, and they went into the tower, and she never came back out again.
Who is this dwarven gentleman?
The dwarven gentleman said that his name was Give me a second. I know you know, but Tony has to get better at this. Classmates. Drenber Dunner from Khazad-dûm. He had shown up about 3 days ago.
Same time at the church.
Same time as the church.
And the boat.
Same time
And the
as
It's a lot of activity for 3 days.
Yeah, that's why it's easy to find out. It's from the talk of the town. They just heard this morning that there was going to be a wedding.
How
So
about
that
that?
damn dragon came.
About that, too.
Yeah, that's the
Dragon.
mayor's fault.
What a weird coincidence.
The mayor summoned the dragon.
Roll me a persuasion, right? This is just kind of like
Can I assist him?
Intimidated them
Sure.
to know.
Sure.
Persuasion.
roll with are you guys doing it together? You know, like you're both kind
Is
of
this
working-
trained?
Okay.
Same for me.
Okay. Go ahead. Both of you
Yeah.
roll. We'll have cumulative successes.
Only 14.
14 and trained. Okay.
That's a 12.
12. People are you're telling people this, right? You're telling them, and they're like, "What? No, we've known the mayor for years."
Have
And,
you, though?
As you kind of intimidate them, they kind of grovel away, like, "Oh, sure."
Yeah, you know known him for years. That's why he split with all that money.
Money? What are you talking
The
about?
town's money.
Yeah, you guys are broke. Totally broke. There's no money in this town anymore.
One of the bankers like, "What?" Runs over to this big building.
Another riot starts. God damn it, Toast!
Sorry!
Not only did we burn the tower
Zarbon
down,
walks out with a bunch of
now we've
gold.
wrecked their tower.
They're trying to pull a rug pull. God damn it!
Just kidding. Just
Pump
kidding.
and dump scheme.
That didn't happen.
Want to
But
have another?
there you go. They seem hesitant to want to believe it. You didn't fail, right? But they definitely just like it's going to take more
Yeah.
work to convince at least the general muster of townsfolk.
Mhm.
Though, if you do actually get a chance to talk to officials with that evidence you have, that'll probably.
Yeah. Are there any officials left?
There are.
Oh.
He's just the mayor. He's just the guy that runs the town. There
Oh,
are
so
other
still-
people.
Okay.
He's not a monolith. There's
Well, then we need to find some officials and intimidate them too.
Yeah, where's the deputy mayor?
So next is you guys. So I'm gonna do. Who wants to be next? Matt, you want to be next, or are we doing Zorkstad next?
Or
I'll go for it.
Decadic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go roach hunting.
Matt and Decadic.
Got
Roach
3,
hunting.
2, 1.
Yeah, you guys see the roach. What do you guys do?
We don't. I would say we don't want to make it obvious that we know where it is. How high is the roof that it's on?
It's about a story and a half.
Okay.
It's on a thatched roof, right? So it's a wooden thatched roof. It's got this little not a crow, not a it's a
Weather
cock-a-doodle-doo.
vane?
It's a
Rooster
rooster.
thing.
Rooster,
The
thank you.
rooster thing.
It's got a
Weather
rooster
weather vane, yeah.
weather
A
vane.
weather vane.
Yeah.
Cockroach.
And it's just kind of sitting on the weather vane as it's kind of twisting.
So, kind of how, since I can see it, as we get closer, I would go to, I think this is how we should do it. I go to one side of the building, Katie, you go the other. You jump up on it to try to scare it toward my side, and then we'll grab it.
Okay.
All right.
We have
I will say this is a combination of deception and stealth, right? Who wants to be? I assume. Who wants to be the deceiver and the stealther? Like, who wants to champion what role?
like open Gestelfer.
I mean, I think based off of what I just explained, I think I would be stealth.
Okay. Then you are the stealther.
Great. My deception has improved since last time, but it's still not great.
I mean, I'm not really that great at either one of them either.
I will say, since you guys have a plan, one of you gets advantage. I'll let
There
you
you go.
choose which one gets advantage.
That's good.
Me? Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll.
All right.
20, 24? Woo!
Yep.
That's a lot.
All right. That is with advantage. Dirty 20.
Nice. Not gonna bother rolling. All right. That's a lot of successes between the two of you. Only gonna require 3, but Jesus, that's a lot. So it goes exactly as you imagine.
Fantastic.
You guys go up there, and imps are cunning little creatures, but they're predictably cowardly, right? As Decadic starts to get close, it kind of panics. Yeah, these wings suddenly pop up out of its roach body and start going. It starts flying away. As it does, literally, you come up with a little burlap sack. You just whoosh. You just get him in one and just tie it up. This little burlap sack you have. Black bagged in it.
And then beat the shit out of it.
Just search the bag. Just start hitting the bag on the side now.
Yeah, the imp is roughed up.
Like Jason Voorhees smacking the sleeping bag against a tree.
Oh my God, is that like Jason 3000? Oh,
That's many Friday
God,
Night
I
movies.
remember
That's
that
a running
one.
gag where you just.
And someone was in the sleeping bag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be out with this?
So presumably,
Okay.
and Decadic might know this since he's a little more with the arcane stuff. They can track these, like, because there was one on the ship that they could track, right?
It's either tracking or messaging, right? Definitely, like maybe they're like a sending stone.
He
Right?
had a sending stone up his poop hole.
Yeah, you guys do know that. Some of these imps, if they're messengers, they'll have a sending stone embedded in their body.
Technically, we have that sending stone somewhere too. I think I tried to message Agatsuko once, but he never answered me.
Ooh, 50%. Was it still there? It's still there.
Still my
Who needs the Hearthstone? Boy, got the shit stone.
returns you to your shit.
It's a shitty wireless,
But it has to charge for 7 days, and well,
The charging is horrible, but it
Charging
still
your
works.
gut.
So, well, what do you do, Matt?
Well, I'm debating on whether or not to just kill it, or
Squash it.
do we try to talk to it? Not like that went very well last time we tried to talk to it.
Well, you were able to threaten it rather effectively with the promise of him not being able to return to his hellish plane with her sword.
Good point.
I got the last one to actually loosen his lips.
Yeah, threatening with this.
What are you? So the dogs are going nuts over here. What the hell?
They don't have a
We
toy
don't,
anymore.
we don't know where the grass. Is the grass still in that other plane?
He's in the Court of Winter somewhere, to the best of our knowledge. He even invited us. He left us a letter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We know he's in good graces with the queen, and that's about it as far as location goes.
And invitations to
Okay.
go places have always worked out great for us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And we're all alive still after the last one, right? Minus
using
Wolfram.
the psychic cry, I'm going to ask the Katic, do you think it would be a bad idea if a Graskill knew that what they had planned, or what words are great. If I could actually form a coherent thought.
Oh, that's been like me all day, man. I feel you. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
would it be if we would ask the imp what a Graskill has planned, presuming that he tells us the truth? Do you think that would harm us, or do you think that would do more benefit to us in the long run?
I mean, the only risk I could see there would be a rascal learning that his minions spilled the beans and trying to adjust his plan accordingly. Fuck it, this is D&D, let's do it. We could do a cavity search, see if he has a stone in him, and extract that first, and then question him, so that hopefully a rascal won't know that one of his minions has been pumped for information.
Who's doing this cavity search?
On a cockroach?
I mean, it would have to be me because I'm the only one that can see it.
That's true.
Just keep
yes.
sticking your finger until it vanishes from sight for a moment.
Oh. God. I mean, yeah, I can hold him at least invisibly while you do. I don't know.
Okay. So you guys want to cavity search a roach like him. I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
down. Okay. Yeah.
He's not saying no.
Go ahead and roll me. You know what?
Would that be intimidation or
Strength.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Decadic, roll me an athletics check to wrangle. I'll give you advantage
Sleight
because
of
it's
hand?
tied up in the back.
I mean, that's assuming you get the whole hand. in
Strom, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Advantage because you kind of know what you're looking for.
Or a seduction check. Who knows? Depending on how you feel about it.
there. Persuasion.
But unfortunately, those were back at the ship.
Oh God.
Loaded raw.
So what do we
I
got?
got
for
a
athletics?
17 for athletics.
17 for athletics. That's 2 successes towards.
26 for investigation.
You nail it. I
Yeah, we
won't-
do.
you're able to like get in there and get it as quick as you can. I'm not going to make you roll a con save because you did it quick. You were in and you were out.
Just don't smell your hand until you wash it.
It's like one of those kung fu movies where they're like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Except
Instead of a fly.
if he wasn't invisible, right? People would be like, oh God. At this point, only you know the horror show that just
It's
happened.
like he
So-
pulled it out of his mouth. I'll just imagine he pulls it out of his mouth. That's
All right, you pull out this this stone, right? So it no longer has it. You hear it go, oh God, oh no, oh, let me go.
sweet chair. And yeah, let's find like a quiet corner, like an empty building somewhere, and do the good cop, bad cop routine.
I think that so Decadic can see its face a little bit. I think we would find some dirt or something and smear it on its face.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. You guys rolled so high in the previous one. You have found a way to make it visible that it can see. It's just out at this point. It probably drops in visibility since you have it. So.
Strike Team
Okay.
Beta has some interesting kinks.
So we're saying you guys want to do good cop, bad cop then?
We're alpha. Jump.
Yeah,
Who wants to be
Yeah,
the good
yeah.
cop? Who wants to be the bad cop?
I mean, you got the trump card / sword there, so I think it makes you the bad cop.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got the biggest hands.
Okay. That's fun.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Guys, you already know this guy's got some weird kinks. If you don't want him going any further, you gotta help me out.
Nice.
You ever heard of Kermit the Frog?
Oh,
Hello, puppet.
It's not
Oh.
easy being green.
That's
I've seen it. Trust me.
We're shifting up to King Friday.
Oh my.
All right, Decanic, roll a persuasion check.
Okie
The other one, obviously an intimidation check. One of you gets advantage. Which one?
Tangy.
Do you need advantage?
I'm not great with intimidation.
shocking touch.
Well, you do it. You take the advantage.
Okay.
Hi, Sif. I like you.
Why am I rolling this again? No, sorry.
Well, it didn't matter because it was a 5 either way.
That's nice.
I got a 14 persuasion.
14 persuasion. You will be able to get one piece of information out of this thing. What do you want to learn? Now, granted, this is what the imp would know.
Oh.
Cool.
So we know that he's in the Winter Court.
Yes. What I'm curious
We have
about.
an invitation. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's partly out of character, but seems like
You?
this trap was laid for us in a hurry. Like just past couple of days, he just boom, threw up this church, got Millie away from the ship, convinced her to, for the purpose of getting us here, trying to capture us. Like,
got Millie out of the ship.
yeah,
Right
like,
from there.
is he on a timetable, or like he's trying to get rid of us because we're getting in the way of some plans of his, or is he at some other reason why? Like that's my thought process of what's.
So, like, what was the purpose of setting this trap? Other than to... Or, no, that's too vague.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way.
Why
to
do
word
they
it.
want to eliminate us?
Yeah, something like that.
What
You
is,
want-
the,
if-
what is his what's the ultimate benefit of eliminating us?
Yeah.
A lot of layers. Got a lot of- You guys want to think about it a little bit more? Why shift scenes or?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, just
Okay,
trying to.
yeah, I'll give you some time to think about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
We will next shift scenes to who are you trying to summon?
King,
Ah,
best as I can get to it. I have
Okay.
some words.
roll me a concordance check.
Oh God. She works for the Queen, so she probably can't help me too much. in summoning
She
the
will give
King.
you a bonus 15.
Okay. Sorry, there it is. Okay. Yes, I see you.
Are you sure?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, good.
Johnny, who are you
good
talking
roll.
to?
Let's see. 13 on the dice. That's a good start.
Okay.
Plus. So. 15 plus 38. So 53.
53. As you reach out to speak to him, the moonlight begins to shimmer, and a form begins to appear out of the shimmering moonlight. Let's see who's summoned. Not Relic. Beyond Guest.
Zarbuck. He's already switched cults.
I'm gonna kill him. If he shows up, I will kill him on the spot.
That would be a funny, but no.
Oh, that color.
Yeah.
Hey,
Except brighter.
Yeah.
a humanoid figure. Looks elf-like, except for the face is pulled back a little bit into a big smile. The eyes are black, much like
Alstar.
Freyja, Owl's daughter. But they're not owl-like. They're more pointed, more fine, right? They're not big and round. They're just more like normal eyes. Long, pointed ears. The facial features are very sharp, like a shark, right? Or he is adorned in raven filigree. Raven feathers on the sides of his shoulder blades, around kind of like a pompadour around his neck, giant raven skull along his chest, and wearing studded leathers. He has a saber along his hip, a rapier, and as he walks forward, he puts his hands on his hip and it says, "Ah, Brightspur, first knife of the Ravens, responding in the king's stead. How can I
Useless. Listen. Of course, the king can't be bothered to answer any messages. He's too busy being useless to the rest of his servants anyway.
Well, his secretary sent me. King hasn't seen anyone in the last week. I'm afraid the doors of his moonlit tower have been shut to all audiences.
See, like yelling at the help, you know?
On a personal level, or are you asking my character? Character-wise,
Karen, go for it.
character-wise, yes, I know what it's like. Personally, yes, I know what it's like.
How can I help you, Knight?
I've worked in customer service.
I wanted to ask the king himself here, but since you're so helpful in coming down and answering the call, I was wondering if you could explain to me the purpose of serving him. If, the deals, the one condition that I wanted can't even be fulfilled. Seems like a wonderful waste of time.
Right? Do you want me to? Is there anything else? Do you have a written missive you want me to send? Or is this just a verbal? Or is there something I can do to be of service?
I just work here.
I want to speak to the manager. The manager is unavailable. Sorry.
Turning away from it. Who are the Ravens in it? Does this guy have any pull in any meaningful way?
Oh, yes, yes.
Here, of course, I'm not like hiding. Just-
She says, yes, I know Brightspur very well. As he looks around, he's like, Owl's daughter. Milady. He goes to a knee. What is one of the headmistresses of the great queen doing here?
She's being stumbled upon because no one can be bothered to search for her or keep her safe in the first place.
She's been accosted?
Yes, she was going to be sacrificed to Tiamat.
Uh-huh.
There's neither the king nor the queen. Gave a crap.
My lady, my apologies. I will let the queen know of this immediately. Should I send word to your father? And Freyja says, "There's no need. He's not taking guests apparently anyway."
Right, she's a princess. That's not what I got out of a lady in waiting.
He didn't address her as a princess.
Every kid counts as royalty.
Also fair.
Brightspur says, "Sir Knight, you have done the court a great service. I'm sure that the Queen will be appreciative of your efforts."
I've got very little remaining respect for this court right now. I joined because the king was supposed to help keep Reyna safe. Instead, she's been kidnapped by Rovexis, working with that damn roach that they keep on that course for some reason.
Oh, we're talking about him?
Yes, something you'd like to let me know.
No, we just don't say his name. I'm not allowed to say his name. My apologies, Sir Knight.
Just summoning a Graske, or just saying his name, summon him, or bring his attention to you, or something.
Guy kind of looks around a little bit.
I would love to see him face to face.
I'm sure you will see him at court. So is there a message I can give the king, or the queen? Is there? He just kind of looks uncomfortable. He just kind of like pacing, like I was summoned here. What do I do?
Oh, this poor guy.
Can I interest you in our extended warranty service?
Yeah, tell the king that I need to start seeing some actual payoff for this deal, or some keeping of his word on keeping her safe. Or I'm...
Of course. And we will await your return and the return of Fraser, Owl's daughter, first head mistress, first lady in waiting to the queen. A mystery why you are here, Owl's daughter. A mystery.
She'll be hanging out with us until we get there. She'll have an extended stay.
And she has the protection of one of the knights of.
I'm not part of your court.
I will.
King.
So do I write
Useless
any
knight.
of this down, or like he's holding a pen? Which parts do I?
All of it, damn it.
All right. I will leave it at the Moonlit Tower door, as he has not left for quite some time or is taking messages. But I will do my best to.
Yeah, hopefully he can get off his ass and do something useful before he disappears like the Summer King.
Do I write that down, or?
Yes, please do.
Of course, Sir Knight.
Yes.
Nope.
Get out of here and stop wasting my time.
He takes a step back and disappears into moonlight. Okay. We pan back.
There's a hole
How
in the
could
wall.
that go wrong?
There's me yelling expletives and Quicksilver out at the moon.
Son of a bitch!
I'll never forgive the Japanese. I'm just imagining that meme.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take Joseph Joestar. Hell yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll make that part of the banner, right? That and getting a colonoscopy. So,
Jeez.
speaking of that, back to the imp. What are you guys thinking?
Well, I was thinking, going over what we need to know, because it seems like suddenly the Rascal's plans are moving at a much quicker pace. We ask him how soon his plan's going to pop off.
I like that.
I figure, yeah, we know what his ultimate sort of goal is, taking over the Winter Court. So, yeah, we'll ask the imp how soon until his master's plan begins.
My master's plan has already begun. Begun about 2 weeks ago. And soon, a little bit longer now, but soon the master will be the master. You have interrupted one wedding. Don't worry. There will be another.
Stone him.
Yes. Too bad you can't RCP. Strom stab him.
What?
Yep.
I was promoted!
And you have now a stone imp.
A stone roach imp.
Yeah.
And
I named him
just
Doorstop.
to add extra insult to injury, I'm gonna try to smash the thing.
Oh, gee. Not even hard,
Just-
right? It's just like,
Yep.
fucking, you karate chop the imp, and he's just like, crumbles into stone.
Those way in the wind that spells. Fuck you.
Now his soul is forever in your sword.
Okay. So,
Stuck with Scarlet, the ultimate torture.
I gotta use the bathroom again, but you guys are all back at the ship with everything you have learned. Let me know what you plan on doing, and we will do that. What is the current date?
After all this, following this night, the next day will be Zopa 10.
Sofa 10. Okay, Sofa 10. So go ahead and discuss whatever you guys need to discuss.
We put Frasier in a room as far away from where Artax usually hangs out as possible.
Frasier stays in a room. She'll stay in the female quarters.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So go ahead and discuss whatever you need to discuss. I will be right back, and then we will be back. Sorry about that.
So, do you want to keep Elmore with us, or send him back?
Take that away.
We can fire him out of cannon in the general direction of the tower.
Makes me think of Moss.
I think that'll be up to him to decide.
It wasn't up to him to come with us in the first place.
It's after everything he's been through. I'm concerned that Millie was spirited away from here and no trace of her. Or
So, can your thing wait like a month or two?
No. Captain, I only have, well, now less than a month to find my brother, see if I can convince him to come with me to, first of all, ascertain what exactly he did to piss off the Heartless Queen. And then talk to the Heartless Queen to see if there's a way we can possibly say, hey, can you not be pissed at us?
You.
No, it's us now. Ohana means family, and we don't leave each other behind. And I think of
I
this.
don't know what this Mithrian
says
word
the
you're
man
saying
who
to me
put off
is.
fighting his brother for 100 years.
I explained. Well, you see, it all started.
You made an excuse. You didn't explain yourself.
You somehow care less about your family than I do.
Well,
And I'm
look,
impressed.
Captain,
Ow!
I got out of the spring court. First thing I did is I got on.
He doesn't even care about his own family.
And the ship was really nice, and I've been on ships ever since. Speaking of which,
Yes,
did I tell you the time I fought off 1,000 orca whales?
Yes, you did multiple times.
Who's been
No.
taking care of repairs? I've been
Don't
a
tell
little
them.
distracted. How long is this going to take?
Well, we've been stripping the tower, as far as I know, for the past few hours. By the way, Captain, you're going to have to figure out how to get up there because they took the stairs, and now they're taking the floors. So we're working as hard as we can. We have all the carpentry people carpentering.
Roll me a carpentry check.
What would that be? I have
If
the
you have
tools.
proficiency in the tools, it would be intelligence plus proficiency.
Ooh, so that would be intelligence with proficiency. Captain, I can safely, with confidence, say. Okay, that's
Sounded confident.
an 18 total.
18.
Much more confident.
It
Yes.
will take you a week at dock
Yes.
or 3 weeks while the boat is trapped.
Well, I'm gonna take this adjective. Well, what you're looking at here is if you if you keep it in dock time parts, you're looking at about a week. Now, if you want to do this on the run, what we're trying to do is, I'd say with time parts and labor, that's about 3 weeks. Now, most insurance will cover that. But you still have to find your own.
Now, the ship is badly injured, but your other ship is not.
The little.
Well, it's not little. It's
The dinghy?
Yeah, the dinghy's a decent size.
Oh,
Oh, even though it's a dinghy?
I figured like robot size. This is what the
No.
impression I've been under.
I've got a miniature for it over there.
Oh.
I would say it's almost like a scooter.
It's like a scooter, just like it's like a sailboat.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So if we use...
luxury, that's all.
Did we name that thing?
What did
We talked about it.
I think it was-
I think
it was
Rutherford
named.
named it
Rutherford
something
named it.
because he
Oh,
built
what's
it.
the name of the shuttle?
The Sulaco.
No, that's Nostromo's the main one. Narcissus, that's it.
The Narcissus.
Narcissus. Okay.
Now, Captain, we could leave the ship here and take the Narcissus. Which is remarkably undamaged. Actually, pristine.
Because
Because it wasn't looking at the boat.
Yes, it wasn't there,
you
you see,
town,
which
and
is
that's
why.
what it all-
We could bring it here, and then we can go, leaving the ship to get repaired for a week while we take care of my business.
What concerns me most, Captain, regarding this whole incident is it seems that Agrasco is finally making his final moves against the Winter Court.
Did you find something out?
Yes, we did track down one of the Roche imps and didn't get much out of it, but apparently his master started putting his plans in motion a couple weeks
Didn't get
ago
much out.
and is possibly even intending another wedding ceremony of some sort that our kerfuffle might have delayed a bit, but
2 weeks. Apparently the king hasn't seen anyone in about 2 weeks. So that's lovely.
indeed. And, well, with regards to the...
That's what you get with Winter Court.
with
Yeah,
regards to
Spring
the-
Court has proven very reliable. They've had nothing but good dealings with
Yeah, they're great too.
Personal feelings aside, the apocalypse prophecy that we heard of mentioned the next great cataclysm being the moon dying, as it were. And as angry, rightfully, as you are with your patron, I think it is in our best interest to prevent him from being slain. Which I can only imagine is the ultimate goal of the
Captain.
Wait, someone useful to replace.
Captain, there are two moons.
Besides
If one of
the
them
damn
dies,
roach.
we're fine. I'm sure we can deal with one. As weird as it sounds. I hope it's the pretty one that saves, but you never know.
And how did you become a sailing master? Not know what the fact that that on the tides of
100 years of experience. I didn't say it was the right kind of experience.
He just outlived everybody else on the ship.
Did I tell you the time I fought off 400 orca whales with one hand?
By the way, I rewatched the episode where we made like no progress and kept getting in encounters way back when it's just when you first used toast, you summoned a fucking like elemental to help us fight, and then you got knocked unconscious and it became hostile.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
That sounds right.
A fitting introduction to toast.
Captain, do you know how long Agrasco has been involved with the Winter Court?
2 weeks.
Longer than I've been involved with them. I think he's been there since the Cadix families had their issues, at least.
Yes, the Roach placed a curse of some sort on the royal family, which my father went on a quest to move onto his own bloodline in his own noble fashion.
Go ahead and roll a history check. History check on that, because you probably would have looked into it a little bit.
I joined for the power. I didn't really care about their inner court doing until it's starting to affect me.
Yeah, 19 for
That's how I roll.
which is
19,
strange.
about 153 years. You're 70.
Yeah, so
right?
I'm not even sure what the queen looks like.
Your brother was a little bit older. Right?
You didn't know they had one until today.
Just before that time.
You knew someone
Well,
was
this guy had the raven. Who?
So, yes, about 150 years
It's perfect.
that the Roach has been a threat to Varessia and presumably to the Winter Court itself.
Excuse me.
I have to take a page out of Zarbach's group book. Go find someone else to work on it.
Who are you? You are not the captain.
Who are you working for? Do they have applications?
Sorry, I got a little excited. You said Zarbok, and I just had to get pissed. So about this heartless queen of yours.
Yeah, she sounds like someone I could get behind. Do you think she'd promote me immediately if I brought you into Starks?
Unfortunately, I can safely say yes.
How many ranks are you worth?
Just hypothetically.
At this point,
Asking for a friend.
give or take, let's see, 100 years plus 6 minus 2. Orc of Wales, 1 elemental, springtime. What season are we in right now?
It's winter.
It's winter right now, so I'm probably worth 1.
Sad is
Yeah,
useless.
deep winter.
The winter
Ah,
court's
so I'm worth
useless.
So if we wait a month,
Summer's useless. The queen is spring.
I have no doubt that the Heartless Queen would give you something. Whether it's a reward or not, that would be a thing you would have to find out later.
Wanna go visit her?
and that's
But I
to
would
be.
say you definitely would have to pay a price before you even get that far.
Yeah, that's why we're bringing you.
No, you would pay another one. I would not get you through the door, but I definitely would get you to the queen. I had to pay my own price to get in the court. I know I had parents, but I have no idea who they were. I was lucky enough to remember my brother.
Well, based on our group, parents aren't really a great thing to recall.
I don't know.
Strom's had a wonderful
Probably
time.
the Moonlit King is probably his dad.
I have no idea. That would explain the sea, though.
What?
Yes,
You know what?
For cookie.
and that's good enough for me.
Sea, like the ocean.
Ah, yes. Or like Orca.
See, like Caradoc, your third brother. Oh my God!
Oh Jesus!
You're not toast.
As I'm standing next to, like,
Call it.
no. I'm just
Well,
saying.
the problem with taking the schooner out is we have to eventually still meet back up with this ship.
But you could stay here until that's done.
Which, so far, hanging out in this town has been a wonderful plan.
We still have a means to communicate with the ship, don't we?
We still have the sending stone
Yeah.
with Jace.
Yeah.
And it's not like the town can get up to the dock anymore.
Yeah, once again,
Yeah.
they took the stairs. Literally. You wanted it fixed. You didn't say go. How well you
Did I
wanted it
say that?
fixed. Someone did.
You put him in charge of the repairs.
Oh, that's right. Me, the repair czar.
That's why your first mate is to stop terrible decisions like that from happening.
He was in a rage that day.
Not to.
I'm supposed to override the captain.
I guess so.
When it involves him, yes. Anything that keeps him down
That's it. Starting to mute.
and out of my hair.
Captain. Never mind. Never mind.
No offense meant to our friend Toast in his plight,
We'll
but
buy you a wig.
I feel like this matter with the Winter Court and the king being under very immediate peril would take precedence for now.
I would say this, however. You help me with my brother. I can get you. Maybe we get into the Spring Court. Maybe we find out some information, see what they know about Winter. Like I said, Winter's not our direct enemy. But you never know. Keep tabs.
We've got multiple people to guide us there. And Agraske, bastard or not, he's given us an official invitation, so everyone there can easily actually go there and show up.
True.
Also, Captain, I have come into possession, thanks to my father, of a map of the Winter Court itself, palace and chambers. So that would allow us to better navigate any trap that would no doubt be laid for us.
Maybe. If it's a Fey court, the map could change and the palace could change. I know in the Spring Court, things are permanent only as long as they are and need to be. Hence, the hedge maze is a good example. It's not always the same. And I would say if we don't, I'm not threatening, but I would say this: if we do not at least make a valid attempt to find my brother, we will be bringing a very, very powerful agent of the Spring Court here. And if that results in a battle, I don't know if we could handle that well. And if we met him in the Fey realm, on his home turf, so to speak, it might not fare well for us either.
How long will it take the schooner to even get there? The Mithras.
Well, it's a navigation check. I would have to know. For the schooner to get to Mithras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flies.
I'm feeling it'll take a long time.
Yeah.
Luckily, the schooner goes a little bit slower than the ship, but not as slow.
Bernie is not in.
It just doesn't have a lot of cargo space.
Yeah, bear helmet teleportation still, right?
Yep.
4, 5,
Bamfus across the land.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About a couple weeks.
Enough time to get the real ship fixed.
If you go as the crow flies to Mithras.
Don't like moving that up from third on the list.
Help me find Bernie.
I think we should. I think by helping him, we may get more allies against the Winter Court.
Like I said, Spring is not a fan of winter. So they would be, you come in with me and my brother, get some goodwill there. They might have some info, maybe more so than we've found out now, and I think they'd be a little more reluctant, or less reluctant to share with you. Be a damn good adventure, Captain.
My feelings are less than great on the
Think
Spring
about this.
Court.
Now
I've
these-
run into 2 of them, and they've both annoyed me greatly.
Captain, at least my brother hasn't joined the cult. I hope.
Like you would know. The next one, we find your brother. He's working for us.
Son of a bitch! Kill him. Captain, kill him.
Toast, have you seen the yellow sign?
You're gonna get there like, okay, we're taking it back to
This
the queen.
toast
I'm
is
following
butter!
you.
Kill it!
We
Yes.
should deal with Toast thing first, unfortunately. And then
Oh.
I hate to wait on Grovaxes.
What's the worst that happens? He robs us again.
Kills Raina.
We come back with half a schooner.
Which
The
half?
sheer audacity of stealing Raina from me again.
The part that doesn't.
Yes, that's another
The
thing
part that doesn't fly.
to think about at some point is clearly Bravaxis has quite the grudge against us, and will no doubt launch another attack at some point, so we should plan for such an event.
Which, by the way, when they robbed me, they took that artifact that formerly held a Stormbringer, the White Dragon,
Storm Song.
Great, because I was going to suggest we could trap Bravaxis then, but no, we can come up with something else then.
Fey Court would have some interesting Fey magic, Captain.
Does she have a way to find your brother?
Does she?
You.
Yes, I do.
We'll plan on that tomorrow.
Excellent.
Probably, hopefully, it's closer that the schooner can get us there in a reasonable time.
I would hope so too.
Leave the ship here to be repaired.
Yep.
We'll have the teleport ready to come back to it.
That sounds fine to me. We get Bernie, we question him, we find our way to the Spring Court. Bish bash bosh. Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt.
When the ship gets fixed, we can send it to my keep to pick up some extra troops.
Yeah, to refill the ranks.
Because we seem to be a little short on Marines on the ship. Could have used some this last.
And they did the best they could.
To buy from the food we can get
Could-
in town as well.
Here, I'm just
They
now.
took all of that.
This is an idea. Now that I'm thinking about Marines, could we, as we're doing something to the ship already, sacrifice part of the cargo hold to actually make like an armory / where the Marines could stay? If there's not already, unless there's space in the male and female quarters for them.
So you guys are talking mechanically wanting a unit on the ship.
That's
Like a
It-
barracks.
That can be done. You'd have to make a barracks. You'd have to give up probably the initial. So you have two cargo holds. You have the kind of the open area and then the cargo hold.
Yeah.
You would have to sacrifice the cargo hold, the main cargo hold, to do that, and you would have a D4 unit on the ship.
I think that's fine.
It's actually covered in strongholds and warfare. You have to carry a unit on a ship, but it does take up like it's carrying because you're filling your ship full of people instead of
Because we really don't.
Yeah.
And a
I mean,
D4
besides
would
rations
be
and the morgue.
like, a D4
What else
size
is-
unit would be.
There
Like,
was a lot of treasure, but Bravaxis has
100
been
guys.
has been so kind,
Damn.
it's a
graciously,
bunch of dudes.
graciously.
That's if
kind
you
to us.
like.
That would be
Yeah.
handy to have next time.
I
The
think.
Baxis shows up, be like, hey, 100 pikemen, boom.
Now it's a lot of rations, but
Mhm.
you
But
can-
yeah, but yeah, we sacrificed the first cargo
your
hold.
ship's main
for the
section of
soldiers.
Ship, your main capacity, I think, is like 100.
Who's that general we were with?
Got it.
Brackenworth.
And we're using like what?
Oh, yeah.
So we should
Yeah,
just
'cause
go
it's
there.
spacious.
Stay there forever.
Cruise like you're not sleeping.
So I
on
imagine
bunks.
that'd be a useful person to share the information about the mayor with.
That too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll have to remember to send a message to.
Sacrifice the first cargo hold for the troops, and then the second cargo hold can be the morgue, and then hold whatever else we need because we don't
Food.
really and food. Yeah, the morgue and food, which we could even shove the statues in the engine room. The statue in the engine room. But
More
We
magical
don't-
stones.
We don't carry a lot of cargo anyway.
no, besides the food we'll need, we don't do
We've
much.
got a fair bit, but most of it's hiding in. They're spread out. But yeah,
I mean, we could hide the treasure in that.
we've got a
too.
lot of like gems and other shit. That,
We got supplies for
that
us, but not
we
cargo or
haven't
like
sold to anyone.
moving,
No.
shipping anywhere.
So besides food and our own stuff, we could sacrifice the space. And we'll put
Okay.
we can put the Cadix shadow statue in the engine room for now.
Potentially a quick run to L tomorrow, and we'll head off as well.
Oh, fantastic. Wait, what's an L?
That cleric promised us a reward at their temple.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
ooh.
L's the complete other direction from here.
Yeah, I'll teleport there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then teleport back.
We got their teleport
No.
circle information to get in.
Beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
You got their email address?
I'll
We can
go
send
with
it.
you to fill them in on the whole conspiracy we found here, and also vet you because you're a very angry snake man right now. And working for them, yes, but having a wizard elf guy with you that would be a good look.
We should also buy you a wig. So you have hair.
Powder wig.
Yes, with lots of curls.
I used to have hair. Traveling with you, I tore it all out.
No, I don't think so. Nice try. What a joker he is. Smooth. I think the captain's gone mad. Never mind.
Trying to find it. It's
Also,
I can
will
find
say
the name.
that
of it.
Rutherford probably can come back at any point. I'd imagine that his woman is knocked up by now.
Nope. We do have to roll percentages on that.
Maybe she's infertile.
Maybe the
Maybe-
problem's
wow.
you.
Maybe Rutherford's
Did you ever think of that?
That's true.
I do.
Maybe they're both so fertile that it's just
As
missing
a,
stuff
as a
out.
history dude, I love that. It's like
It goes
it takes for so long for them to figure out. Wait, could it be the guy?
No.
Like Henry VIII,
That
they're
doesn't
like
make
that all
sense.
for a long time. They're like, wait, could it be him?
There can't
No.
be anything wrong with that.
Actually, it's fairer that Rutherford rolls these. Okay, Rutherford, go roll me 2 percentiles.
It's like, wow.
Higher the better.
Not as fertile as Varric.
She is knocked up, but it's not
One and
Rutherford.
done.
This twin brother.
Maybe.
Rutherford.
Fuck that Malia Arcona did back
89
then,
and
who knows?
85.
89
Damn.
and 85. You have finally completed the task.
Yeah,
Rutherford
twins.
has.
Woohoo!
She's been along. It's been like a couple weeks now. But yes, Rutherford
If
has
it's multiple
completed that.
children, she might be going crazy with hormones and therefore is trying to actively kill Rutherford, in which case you guys would be doing a favor
By
to
bringing him out
Rutherford
in
and
the field
picking
to
him
die.
up.
It's not the hormones, it's Rutherford.
We,
She can teleport you, so you can feel free to bring Rutherford back whenever.
And then we can demote Toast back to his old position.
what was my old? Oh, just sailor.
Okay, so you guys,
Yes, so you'll be
I
playing
assume,
Artax, and he takes her at the front back.
assume long rest at this point.
Please.
Yeah, we need one, and who knows
Everyone,
what.
feel free to
Night.
long rest, but I need everyone to roll me a d12.
Right. To be in for yet more shenanigans tonight.
Okay. 10. Okay.
12.
12. 6. 8. 3. And Artax has a
4.
I think Matt's a 12.
Yes, 12.
12.
Looks
Okay.
like 21 to us.
Yay! Oh dear
Me
God!
and Matt both 12. Yeah.
I can't tell because on my screen it looks like this.
Because you flipped it. Tell it not to
So
flip.
I got 2 12s, and did anyone have a 10?
I had a
or-
10.
He had a 10.
Okay, a 12, a 10, and
6.
6,
12.
12,
8.
8. Okay. 12s, the 10. Pretty much everybody except for Artax and Neil. Sorry. Okay.
Not my fault.
First scene with Matt. Matt, as you are getting ready to rest for the night, right? Your room's been fucked up. Somebody has been rifling through your stuff, but you didn't get robbed. They didn't have enough time to rob you, right? But you definitely got to put your stuff back together. As you are, Freja Owl's daughter. Grab, make sure I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
Freja, yeah, Owl's daughter, knocks on your door. It's like half open, but she's knocking on it, kind of creaks open, as you're like sweeping up. So,
What do you want?
can we talk?
Please come in, take a seat.
She walks in. She
I don't know if I have seats. I don't know if I have a bed.
There's rubbish on the ground at this point.
You had a nice chair, right? The Black Dragon used to sit in it with the kids, but that one's recently been broken.
Oh.
So he has another nice chair from the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got another nice chair from the tower.
Rich Corinthian leather.
It's gnome size.
It's a great stool.
So
Really
So I'll just
just a
invite her
sample.
to take a seat on the
Still
bed.
sample.
okay, she takes a seat on the bed, and she says, "All right, not a night. How can I help you?"
I have well, first off, it's a pleasure to meet you. I do have a question regarding Agraska. He's been, I don't want to say interfering, but involved with the Winter Court for some time. First off, actually, before I continue, what do you know of me?
I only know what I see shining on your skin. I see the runes, the blessings of the Mother of Night.
He exfoliates.
Out of character. Is it kind of known that the Moonlit King is somewhat mad as of late?
It is not known. It is
It is
not.
not.
Okay. That was you learned that from in confidence with
Okay.
Queen.
And also kind of out of character, did she tell me how long this has been going on?
She said for the last couple weeks.
Okay. How long he's been mad is for the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. As you know, the Queen has been speaking to me, and I have a favor to ask,
Yes.
or a question.
Have my
Have you
favor
seen any?
if you ask it. I owe you a favor that I am bound
Let me
to repay.
ask you a question first, and then it could be sufficient.
Of course.
Have you seen any change in the Moonlit King?
He normally graces the court with his presence. But of late he has not. He has locked himself within the Moonlit Tower and has not has not come to court to feast. He has not regaled in the games. He has not sent word, and weekly he normally dines with my other brothers and sisters.
Does he keep court with anyone?
None that I know of. Some sojourn to the Moonlit Tower, but I am not within that sphere. I am sworn to my my mistress, the Lady of the Night.
Has there been other turmoil within the Winter Court recently?
Of late, there
And
has
obviously, you being kidnapped is turmoil in itself. But has there been anything else going on?
of recent, yes, there have been some issues within the forests outside of the castle. I believe there are some cultists. Recently, there is a bounty for the Phoenix Flame. It was said to be spotted near the castle. But no one really goes into the Briarwoods anymore. It is said to be dangerous, and the Lord of the Hunt currently goes out there to bring back gamier game every feast.
Good to know. What is a Graskill's purpose on the Winter Court?
A Grosskill gained position within the court many years ago through favors and trickery. He commonly loses and gains status in a liquid state. He's a necessary evil, as the Winter Court has secluded itself and the rest of Mithras from the world. We depend on information to be able to interact with. He and his agents can leave Mithras freely. Many of the Winter Court cannot.
What if we, meaning myself and the crew, were able to provide that service?
I'm sure the Queen would be willing to hear you out. You would have to gain some reputation within the courts, but if you are able to gain audience with her, which I will try my best to gain you that audience, I'm sure she would be open-minded. She and the King do not like the presence of the Roach. He is a necessary evil, but one that hopefully could be replaced one day. I cannot speak for the Queen or my father.
I would appreciate if you would speak on our behalf on that, because obviously we have our own issues with the Grosskill and eliminating him from any position of power would benefit us.
Of course.
Is there any piece of information that you think I should know?
I'm as clueless as many in this endeavor. A few days ago was merely carrying out my daily duties, and I was kidnapped.
Was it a Groskel that kidnapped you, or do you know? Do you remember?
It was very quick. Green eyes in the dark, scurrying of the roaches, large demons. I assume it was a Groskel. Who else could it be?
Well, I certainly appreciate your information, and I'm glad that you are unharmed, that we were able to save you from being sacrificed.
I am in your debt. Till the ledger is clean, I am bound to serve.
Thank you.
Moving to the next scene. Core.
Oh, balls. Yes.
Yours is very simple.
Yes.
You have a nightmare, a looming sense of dread. You hear the echoing song of the Bandersnatch, far in the distance. Black wings on a black sky. Growing closer. Wake up in a cold sweat.
Ironic, given all the flowers you're buried under.
Yeah, I can't seem to get rid of all these dead flowers out of my room.
Your left hand
Yeah.
is a single scale.
Black.
Dark green. Almost black.
So like, can I pick? I'm picturing it right here.
Yeah. It's not a huge scale. It's a small scale. Right there. Dark green. Almost black. Just a single one. You can almost peel it off if you wanted to. But it is painful.
Okay, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll touch it and I'll think yeah, let me just, and then as it starts skipping, I'm like, nope.
Okay.
Gosh.
Decadic. You're next.
Yeah.
As you look out into the night, in your room, out the window, just thinking to yourself, you're looking at your books. Looking at someone's gone into your room, ransacking and grabbing it. Didn't steal anything specific, but a lot of the books were turned up or turned over, right? Many of them to very specific pages that you have ledgers on. Many of them on codexes. One of those codexes that it's open to, and you see a big red circle around it. The Phoenix's Flame, Codex of the Summer King, also known, it was known as the Phoenix's Flame, the Codex of the Summer King, the Codex Terranos. That specific page is open. It's odd because it's been defaced, like somebody was trying to rip it out. Like somebody was trying to tear out that page. Didn't have you're dreaming. Not even dreaming. As you sit there, obviously your emotions are riding you right now, which is odd for your kind, but you've always been a little strange for them. As you're sitting there, you're conscious of it. Your perception shifts at times. You feel a twinkle. Something's not right in your head. Just itching the back of your brain. Something's not right. Something's tainted the connection between you and the Moonlit King. It's been slow over time, but it's more so now. Give you that.
Ain't it? We're right for that.
You do. Okay, so everyone's able to successfully long rest. All right, plans. What are we doing? Where are we doing?
Okay, maybe we go to L another day. I have one teleport charge.
I mean, I can, at least send a message to let them know about what's going on down here. And get our reward another time.
Okay. The reward will be sent to the ship. If you want it.
Oh, okay.
Or you can teleport back another time when you get
It's-
more charges.
A giant red dragon!
It's a fireproof shield for your entire ship.
It's
Just
a
in
dragon
time!
proof shield. Yeah, no. So so what are you guys doing? You guys have Scooter. You guys have one charge of teleport.
Ship has funds. Just should secure some rations for the ship.
I will say in the meantime, you guys have been able to secure and give some proof. The general, you've been able to send the message to, right?
Yeah.
This is a wizard community, so they probably
Here's this.
teleported a bunch of people here already, who you probably at this point handed off the proof to.
Yes, we'd have
Okay.
gotten in touch with the local guard, constabulary, and be like, hey, check it out. Your mayor was totally a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Told you so.
Okay.
Terrible at wrestling.
Very possible, though.
Yeah, they will definitely. The repairs of the ship won't cost anything. They're going to kick in for that.
Well, good, because we stripped the tower bearer.
You've got all the material they need to repair the ship for us.
Meantime, we're going to follow his map and start heading off towards somewhere.
Heading off to the south.
Also, you might want to scry on Millie or something, at least try to get some kind of
Yeah. Yeah, just out of curiosity. Find out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to scry on both Millie and Reyna, just for the captain's sake.
Whoa.
The scrying is attempted. They are definitely masked.
Well, I tried.
So,
I wouldn't let you know that. I was like, he doesn't get any more bad news. Okay.
so the path is directly southeast, mostly taking over friendly territory, but the issue arises that in between in that direction is the Dragon Empire of Gazetteer.
Of course it is.
It is. If you want as the crows fly, you're going to go directly over the middle of the country.
Does his map only point us generally just that it's straight south?
I would almost say directly over the capital of Minas Corporis.
That's not super helpful.
Oh.
No, spoilers. Your brother is directly in the capital.
It's pointed exactly in that direction, like the capital.
All it is that
Could be
direction.
past that.
We could take a bearing
Mm-hmm.
and then go off course a little bit and take another bearing and see where those two cross.
Yeah, triangulate it.
Yeah.
You could go
Ooh.
directly because you know it's south.
Yeah.
So you go south until you feel it go directly to your west. Okay.
Dragon Empire. Is that hobgoblin stuff or is it just...
Hobgoblins and red dragons.
Ah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for killing a bunch of them right now, but
Yeah.
The schooner doesn't seem like the best attack vessel.
I
We're gonna
mean,
charge the capital.
you can always just drive straight in and hope for the best.
Yeah, sure. So it's going to be
Stay
a
low
bit
to
of
the ground.
travel. You guys want to keep going south? Everyone roll me a D. Since it's friendly territory, just roll me a D12.
Later on.
5, 7,
8.
5, 8, 1. Artax?
Rutherford, I think.
And
Rutherford is coming with us, or Artax, by the way.
let's see. Our tax is 15. Where's Rutherford at the moment?
Who's coming with us on the schooner, going away from the ship?
Yeah, it could be either one. Rutherford is currently level 14, and your other guy is, I believe, the same level. No, Artax is level 15.
Yeah.
We'll take Rutherford for this one, just because I want to see if we can get him leveled up.
Excellent.
Rutherford it is.
Artax has been given strict orders to stay somewhere that the other lady is not.
Okay.
The lady is with a murder bot. We're leaving them on a boat together.
Lady!
You guys have 1 week of travel. What do you guys want to do during that week? Well, let me see if it's a solid week. I think it might just be 4 days. That thing can just fucking scoot. Let me see. That would be 1 day,
It's a scooter.
2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Exactly 5 days.
What's that plan?
No.
5 days?
Yeah, 5 days. Let's go.
Okay. What are you guys doing during the 5 days? Any downtime? It's not a lot of space in the scooter, but you got a little time.
I will do navigation stuff, navigators, tools, whatever I can do to just keep
Right
us.
now, this is you are steering us where we're going.
Okay. I just know downtime actions. I didn't know if you guys want to do any of that.
I would like to work on my awareness.
Work on your awareness. Go for it. Go ahead and make me a check.
You are now aware that you are working on your awareness.
Monster health sheet. Actually, it's in the. Where's my downtime stuff? Travel. Downtime. So you're working on a feat?
Yeah.
Or, okay, a feat. That you? Okay.
Or alertness. I think that might be what it's
Okay.
called.
That is a ability check. So
It's not my
wits.
phone. It's not my.
Oh,
Is that like
It's
a
not muted.
dexterity because
But
of
it's the same.
initiative,
thing
or is it
as
more
my work phone,
like wisdom or
which I did
something?
not bring
It's
with me.
it could be either or. That's weird.
That's why.
Hey, we'll go
Caught my
dexterity,
head
and I
up,
got a
like, what the fuck?
22.
22. All right, you get 3 successes.
Woo!
All right, Decatur.
I don't know if there's room on the ship to practice fighting to work towards my martial intensity.
Go for it.
Who wants to scrap with me as preparation?
So I can do it yours as well, and then I can also work on my fighting feat.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Both of you go ahead and roll dexterity or strength, whatever you guys want, or wits if it's a wits-based feat. And let me know what you get.
To our fighting, I'm sitting in the middle trying to gauge for dodging. I'm taking a lot of hits.
We're not that bad.
My dodges are.
No.
Is it gonna miss me? Fuck. Oh, God.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20, that's 3 successes for you.
14 for me.
14, that is 1 success for you.
I'm getting there.
Smoot. I don't know. Okay, you can come back around to it. What about you?
for downtime?
Yeah.
I think I was working on. Shit, where'd it go? I was working on my sailing map, or no, yeah. I'll just be doing just improving my navigation.
Navigation. I will shave off 2 days
Thank you.
for
Yeah.
navigation. Artax, what are you doing?
It's Rutherford.
Rutherford. Sorry, what's Rutherford doing?
Um,
The name says Artax Prime. So
I'm
Been
sorry.
straight.
Let me
I'm
spend
America.
time doing this.
I have advantage on my navigation, by the way. Just if you need me to roll or anything.
I'm just going to shave off the maximum.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Nice. So what?
Rutherford, two things. While he's been away and while he hasn't had the Narcissus to work on, I like to imagine that Rutherford was spending his time figuring out how to turn bad news into bad day.
Okay.
Nice.
Bad day, in my mind, is a larger caliber, and he's fucked with the gunpowder to be a lot more to explode better, so that the projectile is thrown faster.
So do you want to do a Tinkerer's check, or is this a crafting crafting an item?
I would say probably a Tinker's check, because he's just taking bad news and trying to give it a bigger caliber and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. You can try to do discovery. That is going to be a crafting tech. That is Tinkerer's tools proficiency plus intelligence.
Okay, so it'll be whatever this D20 is plus 7. 17.
17. 2 successes. I believe you need 10 to do a discovery.
Okay, so that wouldn't have been something that would have been going on while he was away.
I'll give you 2 more. I'll give you 2 more checks, but that's it for downtime for characters not on the screen.
Okay. That'll be another 17.
Okay. 2 more successes.
That's 4. And then that one will be 8 plus 7 is 15.
That's 2 more successes. You are 6 successes into it. You're close. You're close. A little bit more time, and you will have a enhancement onto bad news. All right. So, with the navigation, you're going to shave 2 days off. So I'll say in 6 days.
Nice.
I will say by the 4th day, you have a strong indication of where you're going.
Cool.
Little place known as the Blade Desert.
I have a great plan. This seems pretty pointless and hopeless, so we're going to get the most that we can out of Toast for the next, few weeks.
And then once we've used him up, we'll turn him in for the deposit.
Yeah. I'm looking for new employment. It'll be great. He can benefit us one last time.
So yeah,
I hate you.
2 days before you would arrive, you are certain at this point, especially with the navigation, you know where you're going.
Captain, my brother's in the Blade Desert.
Strong's been staring at the sand the whole time.
I think this mission is Merrick's turn.
Can I switch him out?
If you want to switch them out, I allow you to. You can do it if you want to.
Now, technically, since we're on the scooter, we wouldn't have brought him.
Yes. So toss Strom off. He'll get teleported somewhere. I'll go back to the ship and grab Merrick.
Turn around. Go back. Get the guy we need.
Since you guys do have activate access to teleport, you can
Switch.
feel free to trade him out, unless
Now, was she looking for this guy or wanting to find him again? You tired of him being on your back?
Do we just want to find or do we want to go to the desert so we can find? I can't even remember his name anymore.
Toast.
Bernard. Bernie.
No, the guy that's after Strong.
Dave.
Lord Maladek, the Forgotten King.
Lord Maladek.
That's why you couldn't
wanna do
remember
that?
him. What?
And and that way we don't have to worry about the sand for Strom.
What do you mean we?
Okay, fair enough. So Strom,
But it sounds like that's where we're
doesn't have to
going
worry-
anyway. Conveniently enough for Strom.
Swear to Jeebus, if my brother is this king guy, I'm gonna pass.
He's so forgotten.
Explain my sailing.
Which is actually means you're like his great great grandpa or something like that. Right? Wasn't he like way up in your somewhere? I don't know.
So,
Very
so
distant
Matt,
relation.
did you want to trade out Strom or did you want to keep
grandson.
Let's leave it to chance.
Okay. Okay.
With your sword to go see Maladek, you're gonna go just.
We're gonna leave it to chance, because
All right.
so even stay as strong.
Okay.
Okay. It's a 4, so
Oh,
Okay.
what it
Want to use a luck point?
is.
Even what is this?
So it's almost 11:30,
It is 11:10.
11:10.
Neil is exhausted.
So
Same as every
Good
I'm
other.
pretty
news.
tired too.
you guys, so my understanding next game is I am to prepare the Blade Desert and a search for Bernard Toast.
Burn
toast.
Yep, burnt toast.
Burnt toast.
It'll
All
take
right.
us a total of 6 days to get there, you said?
You know what? I'll give you 5. I'll say since he dedicated time to it, and you know where you're going. In 5 days, you will have reached the Blade Desert.
Yeah, wait. I did good, right, Captain? Right?
The Blade Desert.
That's
Wait.
ironic, as he joined the crew when we were at the pyramid in the Blade
Yeah.
Desert that we stepped through on the other island for. We could have taken care of that shit so long ago.
A description of the Blade Desert, the bleeding heat of the desert, and many who have died to try to surpass it. It is a testament to the dangers of this land. It is also known to be ruled by a single dangerous elven mummy lord, Lord Maladek, the Forgotten King, who hungers to bring back the greatness of the kingdom he lost and it fell to the ogre hordes to the north.
See, this is somehow going to inevitably lead to that Rainbow Lich, who's also a distant relative of mine. We'll get dragged into that.
You guys
We're
have done
never
it
going to
like
make it to the
7
Winter Court.
times. Anyway, good job, guys. Episode 120. We're gonna have a beach episode, just like we promised.
Everyone bring their bikinis.
It's a beach.
Beach blanket.
It's,
All right, all right.
it's a beach episode, but the ocean is super far. It's a big beach.
I said it's a beach episode. I didn't say it's an ocean episode, right?
You go far enough, you'll hit the ocean eventually.
Anyway, so there you go. I'll see you guys next bat channel on episode 120. Adios.